Okay, we are live. Welcome, everyone, to another live stream. It is another evening in which to excel. It's me, Connor, from Connor's Car Productions 2025. And as you can see, yes, I have edited my name tag to try to keep it short a bit. Everything's just going fine, at least for me. Been working and trying to work around this crappy snow, of course. But the way I see it, the snow's just minutia at this point. So, yep. Just enjoying the dry weather while I can. No snow, no rain at the moment coming down from the sky. I'm just enjoying it regardless. So, yeah. So yeah, once I get the opportunity to, I'm gonna um start making my own newscast eventually using StreamYard. And I've chosen a few people, so I'm going to announce them um when I get the people in here, if I can at least. So, yep. Just waiting on the first one, of course, which we all know is my buddy Adam. So, yep. Oh, excuse me. Ooh. So, yep. I'm just looking forward to getting back to making more car videos. I apologize for the lack of content on those, actually. I've been extremely busy, and the other dealership I go to, um, my friend that I usually go to see over there to get the keys for the videos on these cars, is unfortunately not there at the moment. So prayer for him if he's okay. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to getting more car videos in. So, yep, I'm gonna enjoy this. Excuse me. Tashi, stop that kitty. So, yeah. I'm just really excited for when I can get back to doing more of these car videos. These are going to be way more awesome than before. So yeah, like I said, I'm just waiting for my buddy Adam. Apologies for that. That was my phone. That was my other phone, my backup one. But yep. So yeah, I'm just gonna wait for Adam at least until he arrives. He has the link to join. So if he wants to join, he is more than welcome to. If you hear me through this, Adam. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. Boy, good lord. But besides me working and me trying to move through all this crappy snow, everything else has just been good, like I said so far. Um, I mainly have been playing video games lately. I love playing video games. Love them regardless, and I'll do whatever it takes to play video games. Oh yeah, it's crazy though. Um, Even when it comes to playing video games, it's crazy. Like you have to have a video gaming console and a controller and a TV. and a couple of charging spots to hook up. Yeah, so it would be a lot more fun than you would expect. Oh, okay, I got somebody watching me. Ooh, hey, Adam. Adam just popped in backstage, guys. Awesome. Well, hopefully, my other friend will be along soon after he gets done doing what he's doing. But yeah, Adam, if you're listening right now, the link to join is in the live chat of the comments if you want to join. But, yep. This thing turned out way more better than expected with the ideas that I'm getting at this point. Excuse me. Whew. That was a nasty sneeze. Um, but yep. But yeah, Adam, if you're listening, like I said, the link to join is in the live comments chat. If you want to click on that to get yourself in here so you know. Boy, I am so excited. Oof, this can't get any more better than I already thought of. But yep. I'm just I'm just doing fine. In case if anyone's wondering, I'm doing fine. Like I said before, besides with trying to get around this crappy snow and trying to deal with work at this point, it's it's going good as far as I could put it. Because at this point, I'm just running out of ways to describe things at this point. Oh wow, I got two. Now I got another person watching me. Awesome. And in case if you guys are wondering what the clinging noise is, I'll show you. It's these. I bought another set of keys off of eBay and check them out. These keys went to a 1990 Jeep Grand Wagoneer. I'm thinking that these go to a 1991 because, like, as you could probably see, the badge says 90 Jeep on both sides, but I can barely show the other one because the key's covering it. But yeah, these keys are awesome. I can't wait to use them eventually. But yep. I'm just I'll hop on soon. No worries, Adam. Take your time. No need to rush, man. But yep, I'm just once I get more ideas in my head, I'm gonna start working them out at least. But yep. But about that whole news thing for the idea for my channel, one of them at least. I'm basically looking to start a news channel of my own, but what's still using the same channel. Um, it's basically how it's going to work is I'm going to use StreamYard for this, because this way I can get my buddies on here at least for all of what I'm going to try to do at least. And yep, I'm just looking forward to starting my own chances with a playlist of news, because basically how I'm gonna have it done is I'm gonna have two news anchors, a meteorologist person, and I'm gonna have someone on traffic. So news these news videos will be afternoon news at least. So yeah. And you guys will see them every Saturday and Sunday, so basically over the weekend at least. So yeah, we will be sure to work on something regardless. So yeah, I'm gonna be excited to announce the winners of this news these of this news playlist I'm planning on doing. And I'll give you guys a hint. Do you really think that one of the news anchors might be me? You never know. If anyone says yes, please put your answer in the comments. If anyone says no, then put a no down in the comments. So, yep, be sure to be honest with me, guys, so this way we can get some ideas going. Yep. This is gonna be awesome. Yeah. Yeah, sorry if this is sounding a little more silent than usual. I'm running out of things to announce, at least. Um, but yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna make sure that if uh if I get any more car video taping requests, I should be able to try to fit more of them at least. If not, I'll get a secondary piece of paper to write these down and stuff. And I'll try as hard as I can to get the other idea that I have for the channel up and running at least. Ooh, Adam's backstage, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the one, the only, Adam Morales Productions.
Hey, howdy, hey, everyone. I'm glad I made it.
How you doing, Adam?
I'm doing quite well, but things have been busy lately.
I hear that. I am so excited to get some ideas going for my channel eventually because honestly,
Mm-hmm.
I've been trying to work this out before the next live stream today, which I've gotten 2 so far. I really haven't thought of any other 2 more.
That's not bad.
No kidding. So basically, what I really want to do for the first one is I want to create my own videos where I have a couple of you join me as a couple of news anchors, like say 2 news anchors, one weather like meteorologist person and a person on traffic control and all that jazz.
Right.
You know, like yeah. But it would be through my channel at least. I think we would use a StreamYard for this. Is what I'm thinking on this also.
Right.
I have a few people in mind, so now that you're here with me, at least I can start announcing them. At least, all right. So for the first news anchor, which will actually be me, actually.
Surprise, surprise.
Well, hey, I am the master of the channel.
Yep.
And the second news anchor will be you, Adam.
Wow.
Now, need to think of someone who has a bit of weather, like meteorology experience.
Ah.
Who do I know at least? I mean, who do we know at least as far as I could get it to say?
I think we should. I think I know somebody who we can give it to. How about Matt?
Speak of the devil. He's the winner. Hey, so Matt will be our meteorologist.
Indeed. Any guesses for this?
Not a single clue. Oh, battery operated Victor.
Yeah.
Dang.
Go on.
So the person I've chosen for traffic news, the winner is Angel's Car Reviews.
Boom.
And then tomorrow I'll bring in Astro Boy for us as a special guest.
Sounds cool.
Woo! Well, some of the news channels usually do allow entertainment news. So I might put Astro Boy on that list.
Ooh.
Have him do the entertainment news.
I love that idea.
So it's all settled. You and me as news anchors, Matt as our meteorologist,
Angel's
Car Reviews as our traffic news person.
Yeah.
And Astro Boy for the entertainment news.
Awesome.
I'm excited for this to start.
Indeed.
Matt, Astro Boy, and Angel's Car Reviews, if you're listening right now, I hope you're happy with the positions you got for this.
100%.
All right, let's see what you found, because I can see something down below that you're trying to share.
It's more of the Restored Thomas episodes.
Oh, now we're not that far. We're not that far behind from the end. Crikey.
The shot of the driver in the cab is from the Old Master, as is this one from the side of the cab. It seems like they lost the reel that had all the shots of James's close-up cab.
Oh,
this
man.
close-up of James is from the Old Master, though the timing is off. Notice how his eyes move at different times. I will tell you exactly what happened here. They didn't have this James shot, so they used the one from the Old Master. But it starts with a fade from the previous. So they chopped the fade off, had the new shot fade into this one sooner, And then to make up the second or two lost from cutting the fade, they just reversed the footage, resulting in James's eyes moving back to where they were. Other than these 3 shots missing, everything else is intact in this one. This close-up of James is from the Old Master. I think it's possible that they lost the reel that featured all of the James close-ups from Season 1 on that sky backdrop. Gordon's whistle blowing is from the Old Master. James shunting the truck is from the Old Master. And also this one of him shunting the coaches to the platform. This Topham shot is from the Old Master. The original ends on a weird freeze frame before cutting to credits. This does not occur in the restored version, and the footage continues.
To be fairly honest, I prefer that the footage continues instead of freeze framing.
Totally.
A different take of Thomas's whistle is used here, and a different take of Annie is used here. Her mouth is a different shape. The big establishing zoom-out shot at the bridge starts at different points in each version. In the original, it starts while the camera is stagnant on the fisherman, and then starts zooming out, while the restored version starts during mid-zoom. What happened here is exactly what happened with the trucks bumping Thomas before. Frames were cut out of the original between the camera finishing zooming out and Thomas entering the frame. They did not remove those frames in the restored version, and just show the whole shot raw as filmed, timing it so Thomas still enters the frame at the same time, but resulting in the shot starting at a later point than it should have. The shot of Thomas's driver here is from the Old Master. I don't know why this is the case though, because we saw that they did have it when it appeared in Thomas and the Trucks. This shot of the driver in the cab is from the Old Master. This shot is either a different take or is cut at a different point, as Thomas's eyes move in different directions. And this shot of Topham is from the Old Master. This is the first episode of the season that has 0 differences between each version. No alternate takes, no editing blips, no shots from the Old Master. At least none that I could find. It is a 100% complete, perfect reconstruction. Yoo-hoo! That's one. This is one of the weirdest ones. The famous shot of Thomas passing the windmill here, the one that they use for the show's intro, is from the Old Master. I cannot explain this one. They clearly had the film for this, as it's the shot they use for the restored intro of the show. How is this from the Old Master here? What happened here? This one is so frustrating because the rest of the episode is perfect. It's just this one shot, a shot they literally had access to. I can't make sense of it.
I don't know.
That's so crazy, I swear.
Yeah, because the editors could have used that opening shot. They could have moved the title card, moved the logo, and removed all those extra texting, and then there you have it.
Right. And one thing I was going to point out too, because I kind of whispered with mentioning that there was a goof. Thomas has Percy's tired face.
Oh yeah, let's rewind. Right
That
here.
is so frustrating because the
right
rest
there.
of the episode.
That's
How
a goof.
I don't know, but I don't know how the filming crew messed this up because the faces are so easy to tell apart.
Exactly. It's so ridiculous. How did they not see this? That's what you and I want to know. Like, how did they not see
It's
this?
just this one shot. A shot they literally had access to. I can't make sense of it.
Tenders and turn.
The first 2 shots of the episode are from the Old Master, as is this shot of Gordon. James spinning on the turntable is timed differently, and the following shot of him is from the Old Master. So is the next shot of Gordon laughing. The shot of Topham putting his hat on is missing in the restored version. My guess, they either lost the film for it, or whoever edited this forgot to reinsert it. There will be a few more instances of shots missing like this later on. This shot of Percy leaving the workshop, and the next 2 shots are all from the Old Master. This shot of Percy here and the following wide shot are all from the Old Master. This zooming out shot of James in the shed is from the Old Master, as is this shot of Percy on the turntable, and this shot at Natbird, and this one of Edward and Henry passing Percy in the yard, and Percy on the lonely siding, and this close-up, and his whistling, and him being shocked looking ahead, and Percy being rescued from the bank, and the final shot. Oh my gosh, so much missing footage in this one. It should also be noted that the lighting is so dark on many of the restored shots throughout this. There clearly was no color pass on this episode. The coloring is kind of all over the place in all the restored episodes of Season 1, but Percy Runs Away is the worst, I think. What an absolute mess.
What are your thoughts on the color grading in Percy Runs Away?
Well, I don't really like the light one so much because it doesn't look like the lighting from the other earlier episodes. So for that one, I would have to prefer the dark version of it.
Yeah.
This is nearly a perfect episode.
Oh, and here comes one of the worst mistakes that the Thomas restoration crew ever did to a Thomas episode.
Not a single shot
Henry.
reused from the Old Master in this one. Unfortunately, though, this episode is notorious for its one unforgivable mistake, where an outtake was accidentally used. In the original, after Henry leaves his coaches at Wellsworth, he reverses into the siding at the station, and then Edward departs to collect the train. Well, in the restored version, here's what happens. Henry rams into the siding, his tender hitting the station wall, and then he inexplicably shoots forward, and Edward never moves.
What?
All he could do was to go slowly onto a siding, and Edward took charge of the train. The Fat Controller and fireman went on discussing Henry's troubles.
My guess is that this is the correct piece of film for this shot, but the editor placed the raw shot in its place without starting it correctly at the right point. So what we're seeing here is the bit of footage of them trying to place Henry correctly before the good portion of the footage began. It is such an amateurish mistake, and I can't believe no one higher up caught this when giving these a final watch. But it is funny, at least, I guess.
Yep.
What are your thoughts on Cole? To be honest, now that I'm seeing that, I prefer the original version for that because it's just not right for an outtake to be used.
Same here. Actually, if I start making my own Thomas series, two of the episodes I'll. Oh wait, do I really want to do? No, 4 at least. 4.
Oh,
The first 4 episodes I'm going to try to recreate, at least from the series, is Cole, the Flying Kipper, Dirty Objects, and Off the Rails.
ooh.
Yeah. I know most people really don't like those knockout versions of Thomas that China has made. I kind of like them because they make them like a couple bits of unique because how can I put this? Like
Yeah.
the way they have Henry in Trackmaster from China, they use that same body style of him from China for Playrail in Japan. But except in Trackmaster, he didn't have his white foot plate. He had a red one.
Huh.
In the Japanese version of him, he had his white foot plate, not a red one.
Weird.
Totally.
Because that's little consistency with the foot plate.
Yeah, and the way that they did Edward, they did the same body style for him in the Playroll version. I'm not even kidding.
Wow. Not even like these side routes that he has here, they didn't even count them.
I know, which I kind of find that a bit stupid because they really should have seen that coming instead of them acting like fools when it came to that, because that was an important piece of effort that they missed out. The two driving wheels and then the four leading wheels at that point.
I can't believe nobody decided to. I can't believe nobody decided to do that when making a playroom model of Edward.
Yeah, and at this point, if they were to redo the playroom models of the tender engines, the only engines I recommend for re-editing, because Emily looks amazing at this point, because they did so fine on her.
Yeah.
But the engines I recommend for editing, because for their redoing of the connecting rods, Spencer, Molly,
Oh.
Henry, Gordon, James, and Edward.
Huh.
Literally. Yeah. Oh, and definitely Donald and Douglas.
I see. Onto the Flying Kipper.
One of my favorites.
The entire scene at Knapford Harbor is lifted from the Old Master. I can only assume that they lost the reel with all the footage of
Icy
the
rails.
set. And the most unforgivable difference, in my opinion, the awful cropping of the entire journey sequence. So what happened here is that they must have placed the physical film too low in the scanning space. All the footage is digitally restored and colored correctly, but the camera is now too far low in the frame, and all the picture at the top of the screen is lost. The worst shot by far is the first shot of the journey, where the sky is completely cut off and Henry is almost touching the top of the frame. What are we supposed to be looking at here? The road? This is one of the finest and most famous sequences in all of season 1, and it's totally f***ed here. What a shame. This one shot of the driver and fireman in the brake van is from the Old Master, the big giveaway being that it is actually cropped correctly. It then cuts to the guard, whose top of his head is cropped. This shot is also from the Old Master.
What are your thoughts on the restored version of the Flying Kipper?
Not really much, I'll say. I'll be honest, though, the way they could have fixed it, if they were going to make it look like the original one, copy the original one and put the camera angles at the same way they were in the original form of the Flying Kipper. Because the way they had the cameras that low, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, and to be honest, like a few of the other episodes, this is one of those cases where I prefer the original version over the restored version.
Yeah. Oh, before we go on, I hope you do know I did send you my video voices of Gordon and James.
Ooh.
For part 2 of my voices.
And I did watch them, and your Gordon lines are good. And I do have a suggestion that you could make your lines for James a little better. When he says, "Thomas, keep quiet, you're gonna get us caught," he should start by saying, "Shh, Thomas, keep quiet, you're gonna get us caught."
Yeah, well, the way I gotta put it at this point is my voice kind of sounded a little like my actual one for then instead of James's voice, because I was still trying to prepare myself speech-wise to copy the lines for the script.
Oh.
Yeah, well, I would like to redo them, but I'm running out of space on my camera phone that I used to do these voices for them.
Oh.
So I'm kind of screwed at this point. Sorry, buddy.
Don't worry. You can try to redo them again when you get the chance.
Yeah, I'll try. But if it doesn't work, I'm afraid we'll have to stick with what we got.
Yeah. Other than that, unsatisfied with your performance.
Perfect.
A fade transition between shots here is missing in the restored version. It simply just cuts to the next day now. The close-up of Henry's driver here is from the Old Master, as is the shot of him and the fireman in Henry's cab. Lots of cab close-up shots missing from this season. Another fade transition is missing here between shots. In the restored version, it just cuts to Henry arriving at Lower Tidmouth. One shot is missing here, and because Henry is so far away from the camera and it happens so quickly, it's pretty hard to notice. In the original, it cuts between 3 takes. It starts with Henry wearing his angry face. Then as he starts to sneeze, it cuts to him wearing his stuffed up face. And then finally cutting to his clenched face. In the restored version, the first shot with his angry face is missing, and the second shot with his stuffed up face is all we see instead. And to cap off this episode, a third fade transition is missing between the 2 final shots. Now it just hard cuts to Henry passing Gordon at sunset. Several of the close-ups of the family on the platform, this shot of Henrietta, and this shot of Toby are all from the Old Master. Interestingly, this shot of Toby is a cropped version of this shot, which they did have. Whoever edited this must not have realized that's what it was. All the footage in this little montage is all from the Old Master. This shot is from the Old Master, but interestingly, the close-up is restored. Okay, this next one is very weird. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so this shot is restored. You can tell because it's zoomed out and we can see more of the frame. The next shot of Toby at his shed is from the Old Master. And during the fade transition between them, you see a glimpse of Toby from the Old Master of the previous shot seeping through. Meaning they just laid the restored shot on top of the Old Master in the timeline and inserted a fade transition, leaving some evidence of the old footage behind. Ugh, so sloppy. I don't know if there's a term for this phenomenon, so I'm just going to call it ghosting for the sake of this video. There will be quite a few more instances of this later on. And this last shot is also from the Old Master. The amount of footage missing from this episode is pretty staggering. I think this and Percy Runs Away might be tied for the most footage lost.
That's a lot of miss. That was pretty surprising how they had the footage from the Old Master show up when making that fade transition.
Yeah. And at this point, I have to laugh though too. I don't know why GWR Studios never carried on with his video goofs for Thomas and Friends. Like, he got most of season 1 done and season 2, but when it came to the other episodes, I don't think he did Thomas, Birdie, and the Great Race, did he? No, I don't think he did he? No.
I think we'll try to find out when we finish this.
Fair enough.
The close-up of Thomas is a different take, hence the different expression on him. It's the same case as we saw earlier in Thomas's train. The close-up of Thomas's whistle is from the Old Master. The original version of this shot was zoomed in for some reason, though it was not zoomed in when it appeared earlier. I can't think of a reason why they did this. The restored version just uses the full uncropped shot, which I think looks better. The opening shot, the sad shot of Toby, and James's close-up are all from the Old Master. The shot of Toby smiling is restored, which is interesting since it's the same angle and everything as the sad shot. I wonder how they lost this one, but not this one. I would think they would be on the same reel, but who knows. James departing here and him arriving at Knapford are all from the Old Master. This shot of him leaving with the trucks is also from the Old Master, as is this shot of him traveling, and this shot of him climbing the hill. This is stock footage from Troublesome Trucks, which, as we saw earlier, they did have. So why did they use the Old Master here? Ugh, can't make sense of it. This shot's from the Old Master. This shot's from the Old Master. Oh, good. At least the crash is restored. And this shot is from the Old Master. And this one. And this one. Again, so much lost footage. What a shame. This shot of Henry entering the station is from the Old Master. And that's it. The rest of the episode is perfect.
Whoa.
You saw something?
Yes, I did. One of the goofs at GWR Studios put it on it off the rails. Look at Gordon's trailing reels. Look.
You mean like right here?
Yeah, look. The ones in the back. They're off the tracks.
And that's it. The rest of the episode's perfect.
Wow.
Much of the footage from the first scene of this episode is from the Old Master. The only 4 shots that are restored are the first one, the close-up of Annie, Thomas bumping Annie, and Thomas puffing away. A slightly different take of Clarabelle is used here. It might be the same take and just started at different times. So this is fascinating. This shot, infamously, is from the original pilot of the series. The big giveaway is Thomas's prop looks totally different. His body is sitting lower on the chassis, his splasher is missing lining, etc. The original pilot for the show has never been seen publicly and is one of the most sought-after pieces of lost Thomas media. This shot, however, is restored, which means they still had access to the reels with all of the pilot footage on it, which means, hopefully, the pilot is still around out there. Someone has it. I think it's really only a matter of time at this point before it's finally leaked online. The 40th anniversary of the show is later this year. Would be a great time to officially release it. Just saying. These establishing shots of the mine are all from the Old Master. This shot of Thomas in the mine is from the Old Master, as is this one of Topham and his men. And the last 3 shots of this, again, are all from the Old Master. The close-up.
To be fairly honest, if the Thomas Down the Mine pilot episode does get released onto DVD, I would love to get that.
Me too. I'm down for that. Before we move on, just so you know, I actually just got into GWR Studios' YouTube channel through my phone. I'm taking a look in the playlist of season 1 of Goofs of Thomas and Friends. Turns out he actually did do Thomas and Birdie.
Huh.
How come we never saw that?
Beats me. We should definitely get into that when we finish this. The difference between the Thomas restored and the original.
Ooh, there's another one we haven't seen too. Goofs found in the Flying Kipper. I don't think we've seen that one.
Huh. Well, we should do that.
Totally.
Up of Thomas's whistle is a different take. And that's it. Overall, another nearly perfect reconstruction.
Yeah.
Okay, so season 1's restoration job is kind of a mess. Actually, it's a big mess. The majority of the film is there, but so much footage was lost. So many episodes use footage from the Old Masters, which I can't really blame the editors for. If they didn't have the physical reel of the shots, then there's nothing they could really do but improvise. But I cannot give them a pass on all the amateurish editing choices, like the outtake in Cole, the terrible color grading in Percy Runs Away, or the horrible, horrible framing job in The Flying Kipper. I think the fact there is only one totally complete, perfectly reconstructed episode of the 26 really says a lot. So, let's see how season 2 fared.
Before we move on to season 2, Connor, what are your overall thoughts on season 1's restoration?
Well, at this point, I think there's only a few certain episodes I would choose to watch in the restored version. Though I prefer to watch all of the other ones with the actual version.
The original?
Yes.
To be fairly honest, most of the restored versions are alright for me, but a couple of them I prefer in the original version. For the most part.
Yeah, and I have to laugh though too. When it came to the episode of Edward and Gordon, I don't know why. I don't know how someone may have not have seen this, including GWR Studios himself, and probably either you or me. But for
Yeah.
when I saw the episode last, I was watching it in the restored version. Get this. I don't know if you were barely able to see it, but Gordon had a wonky eye.
Wait, what?
Yeah. He was leaving the sheds on the table and he had a wonky eye.
And you do remember that when Gordon was shifting his eyes over to where Edward was at, they shift very quickly.
Yeah. Oy.
Moving on. Oh, come on. There we go.
The cropping of the frame is a little higher than in the originals for a big majority of Season 2, showing more above the camera line and cropping a smidge off the bottom. As a result, some studio equipment can be seen at the top of the frame, such as here and here. Nothing out of the ordinary for these restorations, though. Other than the cropping being different, this episode is a perfect reconstruction of the original, using all the same shots and takes. That's 2. Starting out the season on a high note.
Nice.
This shot of Percy is from the Old Master.
Wonky
And I think
eyes.
that's it.
Yeah.
Random side note, but I never noticed till now that the porter was wearing brown gloves in this shot. Have we ever seen that before or after this? Weird detail.
What?
Look.
What the hell?
What?
How come we never saw that?
I have no idea. I have no idea at all.
What a month funnel.
Okay. Let's Bernie's chick.
This shot of Birdie scurrying past the camera is from the Old Master. A different take of this shot is used here. Edward now crosses the bridge a bit earlier, and Birdie's skidding sounds don't line up with his turns. Birdie also moves much slower in this take than in the original.
Oopsie.
Another perfect reconstruction. That's 3. A fade transition is missing between shots here. After Edward catches James, it now hard cuts to them talking as they approach Crosby Station. Okay, this next one, I have no idea what happened. A different take of Topham's close-up is used here, but the difference is pretty obvious. There's no sky behind him. He's just standing in the void. My guess? This is an outtake. The camera is rolling to frame the shot before they had put up the backdrop. In the Season 10 blooper reel, we see that this is a common thing that happened. They would frame the camera shot before the lighting and background was all set up and ready. So it's just kind of dark in the back. How this clearly obvious outtake without a sky got through and placed into the new version without anyone noticing is beyond me.
That's a goof.
Totally.
Thomas and
Definitely
Trevor.
something that GWR Studios
A
really
different
didn't
take of
see.
this shot.
He
That's
didn't
definitely
see that.
something that GWR Studios definitely did not see.
Huh. Let's see.
Is used. Trevor moves just a smidge slower in the new version. In the original, he is just about to fully pass the camera when Thomas comes into view. In this new take, Thomas appears from behind him before he has passed the camera.
Huh.
This shot is from the Old Master. The close-up of Percy here is mysteriously missing in the restored version. I can't really explain this one. I have to assume it was an editing mistake, and that shot was accidentally deleted from the timeline or something. Because for every other shot that they were missing so far, they would just repurpose the Old Master. This shot is also from the Old Master, as is Percy's close-up here. Percy's driver's close-up is stock footage from Whistles and Sneezes, which, as we saw earlier, they were missing, so they just used the Old Master.
And that's before we move on. That's another goof that the not only the original, not only the restored version, but the original version did well because Percy doesn't have yellow lining on his cab. Henry's the one. So why did they? I don't know why they did that.
Beats me. I do not even have a clue.
I don't know either.
So naturally, the Old Master is used here too.
Nothing's sharp.
Unlike all the others so far, the framing of this
One of my
episode
favorites.
is now more on the lower side, showing more of what's below the camera now, and slightly cropping the top. There are more like this, but this is
Ooh,
the first of the
it was a
season 2
goof.
batch.
Crap.
Again, nothing too distracting.
Wait. Let's see.
There are more like this, but this is the first of the season.
Right in this shot?
No, it was the one where Percy was in the shop before Doug in this one, because if you look at Percy's face on the right side, you can see it's got a bit of a big gap. Look in the restored version, you can see it.
It seems to me like not only the restored version, but it kind of looks like the original version had that mistake too.
That has to be one of the goofs that GWR Studios must have pointed out at least.
Yep.
Because believe me, I noticed it even probably before he pointed it out.
Yep. I can see that.
That's crazy.
The gap, look at how, the gap between Percy's eye, between his face and his eye, that's a giant gap.
And slightly cropping the top.
No, not just
There are
that,
more
but
like this,
when he was
but
facing this way, when he was looking this way with his eyes, I don't know if GWR Studios saw it, but there were wonky eyes.
Wow.
What the heck is wrong with season 2?
Like right here? Oh yeah.
Yeah, look.
You're not
Yeah, look, yeah, see? When he's looking that way, wonky eyes. Season 2 definitely has had a major common problem with the silly wonky eyes.
Yep, just like you said with the goofs in Percy and Harold, we get a lot of glimpses in season 2.
Yeah, well,
But
when you look at Percy and Harold, Percy's cylinder on the left-hand side is bent.
it's crooked, all right. I don't know why the crew messed that up.
They should have tried to fix that before they brought him into the scene.
But just like all those other goofs, it's beyond us why they did that.
Too right.
Cropping the top. There are more like this, but this is the first of the season 2 batch. Again, nothing too distracting or out of the ordinary, but I thought was worth mentioning. Other than that, it's a perfect reconstruction. That's 4. The cab close-up is, again, stock footage from Whistles and Sneezes. They used the Old Master in that episode, so naturally, same story here. So there's a weird editing mistake here.
Oh, look.
When Percy thanks his crew for their song, the shot freeze frames while he's looking down, and it stays stagnant until it cuts to the next shot. I can't explain this one, but I imagine it was something that occurred in post.
Right here?
No, one more. Gotta go.
Rewinding?
Yeah, you gotta go past this one to the next one. Yeah, right there, look. His cylinder's bent. Yeah, right there. Look at his cylinder.
Again, it's crooked. What a shame.
That silly thing is bent.
Percy needs to go to the filming crew. Should have tried to fix that before actually recording that.
Too right, because honestly, the way that just looks awful. His steam could easily leak.
Not to mention that it looks like it's about to fall off on the ground.
Yeah, tell me about it, because believe me when I say this, that's question of safety. If that falls, his steam could leak, and he would have to go to the works to be mended.
Yeah, that's breaking railway realism.
Too right.
And what did you think of? Huh? Go ahead.
I was going to say, it's bonkers.
No kidding.
The shot freeze frames while he's looking down, and it stays stagnant until it cuts to the next shot. I can't explain this one, but I imagine it was something that occurred in post-production and wasn't an issue with the film itself. But who knows?
I don't know why that shot freeze framed in the restored version. They should have played that as it was filmed.
Yeah. Well, I can't deny this though. You look at it from the original version, it's not frozen. But when you look at the restored version of it, it is frozen. Somehow they must have caused because somehow I'm guessing they must have caused a glitch to where it was fine in the original version, but in the restored version, it was a glitch.
Yeah, I think the technology they were using to restore those episodes, it might have freeze for a second when restoring that episode, but again, that's a terrible mistake. Besides Percy's water stagnant crooked.
Too right.
Oh, the runaway.
Another one of my favorites. Crikey.
The fade transition between shots here is quicker in the new version. The fade cut to Thomas running away is later now. The footage used here is from the old master, and I bet the fade was placed a little later in the timeline to cover up the fade from the old master to avoid ghosting. I don't know why they used the old master for these shots though. This is stock footage from Thomas and Bertie, which, as we looked at, they did have all the film for. So why didn't they just use the cleaned up shots?
Man, people, I don't know why they keep on doing that.
Beats me. And the fact that they used those two scenes from Thomas and Bertie for the runaway episode, are you kidding me?
Wow.
I swear these filmmakers must really think they're funny.
Who knows? This shot of Harold flying over the bridge is also from the old master. The fade after this shot is also missing, so now it just hard cuts to him flying through the valley. And the fade between shots here is a little earlier now. This shot of Bill and Ben leaving is cut way too early, and the two leave the scene well before they're supposed to, resulting in the sound effects being out of sync. A different take of Percy leaving Henry here is used. He departs going a little slower, and Henry's eyes are in different positions. I think I like the newer take more, honestly, as it ends with Henry looking at the camera, almost like he's muttering his complaints to us, the audience. He's like, "Can you believe what I have to deal with?" This
What do you think? I like the newer take because I love that it's a fourth wall break, to be honest.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's crazy. Ooh, a goof. Crud.
Wonky eyes again?
No. Look at the way they made Percy's eyebrows for his angry face like that. They made this one like going up instead of like, and they did that in the restored version too. Like they should have made that go down a bit instead of up. What the heck? That's a goof.
This shot of Percy is placed a little later in the timeline, so Percy's eyes move slightly later than they're supposed to. A different take of Diesel is used here, with him moving a lot further forward. A different take is also used here. I could be wrong, but it also looks like it was sped up slightly. Another perfect reconstruction. That's 5. Damn, season 2 is doing pretty well so far.
Nice.
A different take of the trucks flying through Ellsworth is used. They're moving much faster in the new version. The shot is so quick that you will probably never notice this unless you were doing a frame-by-frame comparison, like here. Either this shot was cut at a different point or a different take was used, as Duck's eyes move in different directions in each version. A single frame of the little stop-motion sequence of the barber lathering Duck is missing. Again, the sequence is so quick that you'd probably never notice unless you were doing a frame-by-frame comparison.
To be honest, with that stop motion sequence, I prefer the restoration because in terms of pacing, that it just suits it better.
Yeah. Same here.
Better late than never.
This shot of Thomas
Another one of my
departing is from the Old Master, as are the following stock footage shots from Season 1. Again, these shots were restored for the episode they were filmed for, so why didn't they use those shots here? It's like
I spotted a goof here. Wait.
What did you see?
For the episode they were filmed for.
Look right over here. Look, Clarabelle is facing forwards.
What the? Oh my lord.
Again, I don't just like in one. I don't know why they keep on flipping Annie and Clarabelle. If Clarabelle's facing backwards, Annie has to face backwards. And if Annie's facing forwards, Clarabelle has to face forwards.
Exactly. And I have to laugh though. The next part is actually from Thomas Goes Fishing. Now that you think of it carefully.
So why didn't they use those shots here? It's like all the instances of stock footage being used in this season were just off the table or something. And it's the same story here. The shot of Thomas leading Birdie is from the Old Master, as is the subsequent stock footage shot from Season 1. The shot after is also from the Old Master, which is weird, because when we cut back to this same angle a few seconds later, it's restored. So they clearly had the film of it. I wonder if this was because the shots fade into and out of the stock footage, and they just used the full thing to avoid ghosting. But it's a moot point anyway, because they had the film of the stock footage. Ugh. And to finish it off, the close-up of Thomas's whistle is a different take.
Oh, here's one of my favorites, the break band.
AKA episode known as Donald and Douglas.
Oh, and speaking of Donald and Douglas, I have an episode in mind I could adapt to my own series.
What do you got in mind?
I'm glad you asked. I'm thinking of adapting the episode The Missing Coach, which that episode was canceled because Baral-Croft thought it would be too confusing for kids.
Too right. Actually, there is another episode you could also adapt. It's one of my favorites. It's the one that was made after the Donald and Douglas episode.
Ooh, what could that be?
The Deputation.
Ooh, let's see.
So this is a difference I don't pin blame on the restorations for. So at this point in time, Donald and Douglas are not supposed to have their nameplates. However, they screwed up when filming, and all the shots of Douglas on Gordon's Hill features him with his nameplate. To fix this, they masked it out with a black box tracked on top of it in the original. In the new version, they just used the footage as filmed, so the nameplate is now fully exposed. These three shots are also notably cropped in the originals to cut the nameplate out of frame. In the new version, they are not cropped at all, and we see the entire frame as filmed. This is really cool to me. I like seeing exactly what was filmed, a difference that I am okay with, even though it was probably unintentional.
What are your thoughts on the restoration for Donald and Douglas?
Well, I don't like the fact that they exposed the names, even though they were supposed to have their numbers before their names. I'm going to be honest. That was shocking. I still like that one part where James arrived at the shed and Douglas, Henry, and Gordon were talking about Donald's accident. Anyone would think, said Douglas, that Donald had his accident on purpose. I hit it dearly by an engine and some dirt wagons. Shut up, said James. It's not funny. He didn't like to be reminded of his own accident. Well, Surely, James, it wasn't you. You didn't say. James didn't say. He slouched sulkily away.
Nice.
I couldn't find a single difference here. Another perfectly reconstructed episode. That's it.
Six.
A different take of Thomas approaching the house is used. He's moving a little faster in the new version. In the original version, the shot freeze frames here and remains on Thomas for a bit before cutting to the next shot. It's pretty weird, honestly, so it looks like they tried to amend that in the restoration. The shot does still freeze frame, but they have the fade to the next shot start earlier, almost immediately as it freezes, and the fade lasts longer to hide the fact the shot is still. This is a change that I am okay with.
Daisy.
The fade transition between these two shots occurs slightly later and lasts longer. The close-up of Daisy here is cut at a different point, with her eyes starting at and moving in different directions. Close-up of Percy's whistle is from the Old Master. The fade transition between shots occurs later in the new version, likely because the next shot is from the Old Master, and they wanted to cover up the fade to avoid ghosting. The fade to the shot after also occurs earlier, for likely the same reason. Boko's close-up uses a different take, with his eyes looking up towards the end. The next close-up is also cut at a different point, starting with his eyes looking forward. The entire sequence of Bill and Ben fooling Boko is from the Old Master, probably because of all the sped-up footage and editing. Shame. A different take of Boko smiling is used here, with his eyes again moving in different directions. And again, a different take of the close-up is used. Watch his eyes. Also love how much more of the frame we can see here. This is awesome. And lastly, a different take of the final shot is used too, with the camera panning over to Boko slightly quicker. Edward's eyes are also in different positions.
What are your thoughts on the restoration for the Diseasel?
Definitely not bad, I'll say, but I can't deny one thing though. Like, I love how Edward mentions what kind of class Boko is. This diesel is a Metropolitan Vickers Diesel Electric Type 2. The way I would say it, through my own narration, if I was to redo the diesel with the help of you, maybe, the way I would have it said is this. This diesel is a Metropolitan Vickers Diesel Electric Type 2 BR Class 28.
I get what you're going for.
Because think of it this way. Boko is basically a BR Class 28 diesel. So, yeah, I am thinking of maybe if I can get the help of maybe with you, at least maybe, I'm going to see if I can get your help with voice casting a bit but with me narrating. I'm going to try to see if I can like narrate the story, but with you helping me at least with voice casting. What I think I'll probably do is I'll probably have you probably voice the twins.
I think I can voice. Probably. I think you should try to maybe go first to other people because
actually I might have you voice Boko. I'll take Edward, but I have to find someone who could do the twins.
I think I have a friend on Discord who does a pretty good, decent impression for Boko.
Who?
His name is Golden Tyrannius Studios, somewhere along the name of there. He remember that I told you that somebody wanted to be the voice of 9 of the characters in my show, and there are, to be honest, 2 voices that I think that he's good for in my series: Boko and Peter Sam.
Right. I see how it is, actually. Yes. I still have to choose my character to voice for you in your series. I'm not fully sure. I don't know who to voice yet. I still have to work that out.
Yeah. And the next episode is Wrong Road.
One of my other favorites, actually. Crikey.
I could not find any differences in this one. Another perfect reconstruction.
Nice.
That's 7.
7.
Yes. 7.
This first shot is from the Old Master. It is stock footage from Birdie's Chase, where they also use the Old Master. The close-up of Edward in the shed is also from the Old Master. Interestingly, the shot of the doors closed in front of him is restored.
Oh.
Wonder what happened here. So a huge color grading change occurred here. In the original, Percy tells Thomas and Toby the ghost story during daytime. In the restored version, it's graded to a night coloring, with everything having a dark blue overlay. I don't know if this was an error or was intentional to make the episode seem spookier or something. Personally, I don't like it. It looks artificial, as the lighting in the footage is clearly meant to be daytime, with no major shadows or anything anywhere. A different...
Before we move on, I honestly prefer the restoration coloring for the opening scene because it honestly suits the episode a little better for me.
Totally.
Do you prefer the restoration for that color grading?
Yeah, I actually do. I actually do. And
Nice.
yeah, and before we go on, YouTube, just so you know, I can honestly hear some music going through the background of my house. I don't own any copyrights to that music that is playing in the background of in my house right now, so you know. So don't kill me for this one, YouTube. Please don't.
Yep.
Take of Toby leaving the signal box is used, showing him taking off much faster. I could be wrong here because it's kind of hard to tell, but I think the shot of Toby entering the shed is from the Old Master. There's definitely a quality change once it cuts to Thomas's close-up after. This shot of Thomas leaving the station is from the Old Master. There's also now a hard cut after to the next shot, instead of a fade transition. The last 3 shots of the episode are all from the Old Master.
Woolly
The close-up of Percy's whistle and the shot right after it are both from the Old Master. A bit more of the final shot of Thomas is used, showing his eyes moving again in the last second. All right. Overall, Season 2 is a vast improvement over Season 1. 6 perfect reconstructions this season.
Awesome.
And very, very few times did they use footage from the Old Masters. In most cases, it was when stock footage was used. There are still some weird blips, like the weird Topham in the Void shot being used, and weird editing mistakes, like Percy freeze framing, and that awful color grading in Ghost Train. But overall, Season 2 was far more of a cohesive restoration. On to Season 3.
Oh, and before we move on, Connor, what are your thoughts on Season 2's restoration?
I have to laugh, though. It's not bad. I prefer some of them to be in the original episodes, yes. But I like the ones that look really good in the restoration version. And before we move on, I just want to let you know, Adam, I got a big surprise to tell you at the end of this video.
Ooh, I'm curious to hear what it is.
This intro
On starting off the season with a scarf for Percy.
Oh yeah.
scene now has a blue overlay over it, added to, I guess, make it seem colder. Makes a little more sense here than it did in Ghost Train. This shot of Thomas is cut at a different point, so the eye movements are off. Same for this following Percy shot. This shot of Thomas is a different take. The eye movements are similar, but different. A different take was also used here. Percy is moving much slower than he is in the original. Another different take was used here. Percy stops way further than he should.
Engines with...
To be fairly honest, I prefer the restoration for that part where Percy stops near Henry.
Totally.
Because it just, to be honest, it just doesn't feel the same.
Yep.
Alright, let's see, moving on.
with proper funnels do, replied Percy. You've only got a small one.
Henry's reaction shot is cut differently. He doesn't look down from his funnel now. A different take was used here. Note the different eye movements. And a different take of James is used here. More smoke is now present.
Something funny?
The fact that Henry just got roasted by Percy about the size of his funnel.
Yep, Henry, you should have worn sunscreen because you got burned by Percy.
Oh gosh. Nice one.
Yeah, because
you got burnt.
the fact that the Percy. Wait, before we do that again, before we move on, let's try this. Let's watch that again. Here it
Way
is.
further than he should.
Engines with proper funnels do, replied Percy. You've only got a small one.
Henry's reaction shot is cut differently. He doesn't look down from his funnel now. A different take was used here. Note the different eye movements. And a different take of James is used here. More smoke is now present, and his eyes move differently. A different take was used here too. Note the eyes. And here as well. Oh my gosh, the amount of different takes in this episode is crazy.
Percy's
The
problem.
shot of Edward at the canal is from the old master, and it cuts to the next shot sooner in the new version to avoid ghosting. Wow, that's a completely different take. Totally different sky backdrop. The following shot is from the old master, and note how the fade to it happens a little later, again to avoid ghosting. This shot is a bit delayed in the timeline, so it cuts to the next shot before Percy properly stops at the platform. As a result, these sound effects are out of sync.
Be careful, warned Edward. There's a storm coming.
A different take was used here. Percy now wheeshes steam as he complains. This shot is from the old master, and once again, the fade to it is later to avoid ghosting. This shot of Percy entering the station is totally missing in the restoration. It now just hard cuts to a long shot of Thomas waiting, and then Percy pulled up beside him. In the original,
Before we move on, which version of Percy entering the station do you prefer, Connor? The original or the restored?
I'm probably going to say the original version.
The original?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I have to laugh
the final
though.
shot freeze frame.
I have to laugh though. One improvement that they really could have made to the episode before they replaced it from the original one is that they could have showed a clip of Percy coming out of that flood, and then we could have seen if the right side of him was actually muddy, like how the left side of him is muddy right now. If you look carefully, like we can't see his right side.
And then Percy
We can't see his
beside him.
right side, but we can see the left side.
You're not wrong about that.
That's something they really should have put in
the final shot freeze frame for
You're right.
a second or two before cutting to credits. In the new version, it doesn't freeze frame and reveals Percy looked back at Topham in the original footage.
Time for trouble.
The viaduct shot is from the old master. Note that it cuts to the next shot sooner to avoid ghosting. A different take of James is used here. Note the eye movements. The shot of Toby at the canal is from the old master. The fade to it is later to avoid ghosting. And a different take of Percy was used here.
Gordon and the famous.
Fade from this.
Here comes another one of the favorites.
Totally. One of our favorites.
The night scene is way earlier now. This shot is sped up in the original. It isn't sped up in the new version and plays as filmed. A different take of Gordon crossing the viaduct is used. He is moving slightly faster and his smoke shapes are different. This shot of Gordon at the canal is from the old master.
Donald.
A different take was used here. Note how Duck spins his eyes in excitement now.
Oh, yes, please, sir.
Honestly, that fits way better. This shot is from the old master, as is this one. Note that it fades to the next shot sooner to avoid ghosting. A different take of Duck is used here. The eye movements are different. And the next shot is from the old master, so the fade to it is a little later to avoid ghosting. A different.
Here comes one of the weirdest mistakes that one of the episodes from season 3 has. You ready?
Ready.
Different take of Birdie was used here. One where he is wearing a sad face.
He's wearing
Definitely.
sad. Huh?
Okay, I'm definitely preferring the original version over the restored on this episode.
Yeah, because come on. Why did the restoration crew use okay. Why did the film crew use the Birdie wearing a sad face? He's supposed to be smiling in that shot, not feeling sad about it.
Exactly, because he's helping Thomas until his rails are repaired.
Hilarious. The last.
Okay, for this one, I prefer the original version.
Shot of this
Yeah,
scene
Steve,
uses a
that's a
different
goof.
take. In the original, the narrator tells us Thomas goes to sleep, and then it cuts to the same shot from earlier, with Thomas wearing a sleeping face. In the restored version, they use this unused take where Thomas has an angry face on, and Percy is wearing his laughing one.
That's a goof.
Exactly.
Thomas's reaction shot here is a different take. Note the eye movements. Percy's reaction shot to Diesel here is a different take. Note the eyes. As is the next shot of Diesel. Note the eyes. Diesel passing Duck and Percy here is cut way too early, and he doesn't fully pass them before the shot cuts. Diesel's close-up here is a different...
For that, I prefer the original version of this episode because it feels slightly out of sync.
Totally. Same here.
Different take. Note the eyes. As is Duck's close-up here. Man, 8 episodes in and no perfect reconstructions yet.
Henry's fourth.
The opening shot is from the old master. Thomas's close-up is either a different take or was cut at a different point. Note his eyes. As was this shot of Henry. The cut between James shots here occurs slightly later in the new version. It happens so quick, though, that it's kind of hard to tell. This shot is cut a little earlier, and the steam blast is out of sync.
The steam blast is out of sync, which I remember when I watched that episode, that wasn't the case.
Same here.
No joke.
The shot of James at the canal is from the Old Master, so naturally, the fade to it occurs later to avoid ghosting. They must have lost the reel that had all of the daytime canal shots on it, because every single one of them so far has been repurposed from the Old Masters. Percy's reaction shot to James is a different take. Because we can see so much more of the frame, we can clearly see studio equipment at the top of the screen here.
That's
But
a
look,
goof.
if you look, but not only in the restored version, but you can see. Wait, let me rewind it.
Because we can see so much more of the frame, we can clearly see
Right here. You see right over here? There's some studio equipment right here too in the original version too.
That's a goof.
Yep, that's a goof for both the restored and the original.
Literally.
studio equipment at the top of the screen here. An outtake is used here. In the original, James is pushing 2 trucks, an open wagon and a flatbed with a lorry on it. In the new version, he's pushing 3, with a van in front of him. The van, however, doesn't want to stay on the tracks. That van being troublesome is probably why they filmed a second take with only 2 wagons. But of
That's a
course,
goof.
they used the blooper for the restored version.
In that case, I prefer the original version because trucks aren't meant to derail.
While being shunted, yeah, I know. Because honestly, for the restored version of this episode, that's a goof. Because if you look, don't know how well you can perfectly see it, but the way I'm seeing the truck right now, it's actually derailed. And in the original scene, in the original form of this episode, everything just looks fine because James is pushing 2 trucks, and in the restored, it looks horrible because he's pushing 3 trucks and one's derailed.
Yeah. I don't know why the restoration crew decided to go with that take. Oh. Here we go.
Awesome. This beautiful shot is from the Old Master. They color corrected this pretty well though. I could not tell at first. The fade transition between shots is missing here. It now just hard cuts to Percy passing the canal at dawn. This shot of Thomas passing the beach is from the Old Master. Note how the fade to it is later, and the fade into the shot after is earlier to avoid ghosting.
Just Toby.
A different take of Thomas is used here. Note the eyes. Note how the frame shakes for a moment during this shot of Gordon in the new version.
I'll tell you what, James, if you pretended to be ill everywhere, you couldn't shunt trucks here or go to the quarry there, could you?
I assumed it was a camera movement, but it doesn't do that in the original, which leads me to believe that something went wrong when they were rescanning the film. A different take of Gordon was used here. Notice how the camera again moves up in the new shot. Since this is a new take, I can't say for certain if this was a scanning issue or not. But it does happen again here in the establishing shot of the car ferry. Okay, we are halfway through season 3 now, and not a single perfect reconstructed episode yet. Not giving me the best of hopes.
Mavis.
The entire scene of Mavis talking to Diesel is from the Old Master. Note how the last shot fades to the next scene earlier to avoid ghosting. This shot of Mavis is a different take. Note the eyes. This shot is probably one of the best examples of how much fuller the frame is in these restorations. Look at how much of the shot was lost in the original. I don't know why they chose to zoom in so much originally. The final shot is also from the Old Master. Note the later fade in to avoid ghosting. My guess is they lost the reel with all the footage shot on this set.
Ooh, Toby's Tightrope, the continuation of Mavis.
Because we can see so much more of the frame in these restored versions, we get a quick glimpse at the hand pushing the trucks here. These shots of Mavis are so shaky.
Wait, that's just the...
Quick glimpse at the hand.
That's cheating. Are you kidding me? They're using a hand to push the trucks to make Toby look like a runaway? That's cheating.
But I don't see why they could have used some fishing wire for that instead. Gosh.
I am at a loss for words.
And pushing the trucks here. These shots of Mavis are so shaky in the new version. They're not like that in the original. Something, again, must have went very wrong when rescanning the film. And we finally got one. A perfectly reconstructed Season 3 episode, as far as I could find. Only 16 in. That's a...
Yes.
Buzz.
One of the two crowd reaction shots is missing.
And here comes one of the more interesting versions of a time that you might not have known about the Buzz episode. Wait for it.
In the new version. Only the one showing the man with the fedora, the old lady, and Bridget Hat is used. The little stop motion sequence of the crowd running out of the station in panic is from the old master. I always loved how one guy falls down during, looks back at the beehive, and then is the last to escape. Some bit of humor. All shots featuring the animated bees are from the old master. They probably opted to do this because the film reels would not have had the animation layers on them. Several animation cells of the bee sold online a few years ago. This tells us that the cells all got out, and that the editing crew probably did not have access to them when doing the restoration job. So they just reused the old footage.
So it stunned James right back on the nose. Doing. Said James he had enough. So had his fireman driver.
Every shot in this sequence that requires no animation layer on it is restored. In the original version, the shot of James spinning on the turntable was sped up. The shot was not sped up in the new version and plays at its as-film speed. The two shots of the bees flying into their hives are from the old master, as they would have required animation layers. And the fade transition to the shed scene is quicker now.
All at sea.
Another one of my favorites. Good gravy.
To be honest, I think it's interesting how animation layers were used for Buzz for the animated bees.
Yeah.
A different take of Duck is used here. Note his eyes. This shot is from the old master. This shot of Duck is a totally different take. The human figures in front of him are in completely different positions. The fade between scenes here occurs a little earlier in the new version. I could be wrong here, but I think they completely remade the shooting star visual effect. There's a feathering effect around it now, and its tail gradient is shorter. Neat.
Huh.
The sunrise shot is from the old master. The following shot of Bill pushing the wagon under the chute is placed earlier in the timeline, and so is out of sync. A different take of Bill is used here. Note the eyes. This next change is so bad. Just watch.
The next day, Ben was still grumpy.
Yep, the shot is majorly delayed. Similar to the Cole outtake earlier, I think they just forgot to trim the shot down and start it at the right point. So now Bill passes the camera way later than he's supposed to, and Ben is not alongside Boko before it cuts to him in the next shot.
Oh crap, another one of my favorites, tender engines.
Oh my god, another perfect one. No differences. That's 9.
Boom!
Oh yeah!
Aw, this one was so close to being perfect. The final shot is from the old master. So the fade transition from the previous shot occurs later to avoid ghosting. We were so close to perfection here. Dang.
Oliver.
In the original, the shot of Oliver crossing the girder bridge is sped up for some reason. In the new version, it isn't and plays how it was filmed. The reconstruction adds a fade transition between shots here.
Bulgy. Another favorite of mine.
So much of the footage shot at Tidmouth is missing in this episode. The entire opening scene at Tidmouth is all from the Old Master. Only this one shot of the guard blowing the whistle is actually restored. Note how the fade here occurs earlier to avoid ghosting. The whole second scene at Tidmouth is also from the Old Master too. The only shots here that are restored are these two of Oliver, which suggests they may have been a part of a different reel. The fade transition, again, occurs earlier to avoid ghosting. Surprise, surprise, this final shot is also from the Old Master. The fade into it is later, and the fade out is earlier to avoid ghosting. They must have lost the entire film reel of everything shot at Tidmouth for this episode, because this is bad. This is one of those cases where I just can't blame them. If the reel is lost, then they can't do anything but repurpose what came before. The rest of the footage in this that isn't from the Tidmouth shoot is perfect, though. Real shame.
Heroes.
Another good one.
Some frames are removed in the original of this shot to show more of the canal boat passing the camera before Bill and Ben pass by. In the restored version, no frames are removed, and the canal boat is pretty much off the frame after the fade transition. The rest of this episode is perfect. I am so happy that all the landslide shots were saved. This is one of the most impressive sequences in the first few seasons.
Ooh, here comes the shot.
Landslide shots were saved. This is one of the most impressive sequences in the first few seasons. Pure David Mitton model filming magic here.
Oh, and here comes another one of my favorites. Percy, James, and the Fruitful Day.
That's another good one. Heck, I plan on redoing that one too if I can give it a shot.
Yeah. And here's something pretty... I'll bring it on to you. Look.
Aha! Another perfect one. No changes.
Do you see that green liquid that's on Percy? Like, look on where his eyes are clenched. Like, right here.
That looks like juice.
But interestingly, that was actually dishwasher soap.
You're kidding!
I'm not. It squirted straight from the bottle.
That's cheating!
Let me show you.
Aha! Another perfect.
Crap. Thomas and Percy's Christmas Adventure.
The last episode of season 3 and 10 restorations.
So far.
Alrighty, here's our final episode. Can we go out on a high note? Can we get 11 perfectly reconstructed episodes? And nope, there's a couple differences. This fade transition between scenes here occurs a little earlier in the new version. The following shot is also placed a bit earlier, so Percy steams into Dryall a few seconds before he should. But that's it. The rest is perfect. Alrighty, so season 3 is also kind of a mess. With the exception of all those Tidmouth shots in Bulgy and most of the canal shots, there's not a lot of missing footage this time, but instead a lot more different takes and scanning blips.
And a couple
Something
of
I want to note about season 3's restoration job, are its colors. The colors are so much brighter here than in the originals, and it is so much prettier to look at. I really do think this makes up for some of these restorations' shortcomings. So,
Connor, what are your final thoughts on season 3's restoration.
Well, like I said about season 2, I would prefer some episodes in the original and some of the other ones in the restored.
Yeah, it all. Instead of how it depends on season, I prefer it based on. Instead of how it's made in the. Instead of the restorations per season, I prefer them by episode instead.
Yeah. Matt just got back to me because I sent him the video of my unboxing review of Talking Percy, Henry, and Gordon. He just got back to me. He said, "Nice video, Connor. Sorry I didn't get the chance to comment on it yet." Matt, if you're listening, don't worry about it. It's okay. I've had far worse.
Mm-hmm. And here,
Hey, you think of what I'm thinking?
We should invite Matt over to the stream.
Yes.
Oh, and here comes the conclusion.
In conclusion, the restoration job of Thomas's first 3 seasons isn't the best. There's a lot of differences between versions, but I cannot blame them for everything. If some footage is simply missing, then there's nothing they can really do about that. When it comes down to what I personally prefer, I think it varies between seasons. Season 1 had the worst restoration job of the 3 in my opinion, and I greatly prefer to watch the original versions of those episodes. I just cannot watch the Flying Kipper with the top half of the screen chopped off. I just can't do it. Season 2's restoration job is the best of the 3, with very little missing footage and the fewest editing blips. For Season 2, I think I prefer the restored version. Season 3 is kind of all over the place, but I just can't fault the colors and how good the cleaned up footage looks here. The restoration job really did this season's visuals justice. Despite the flaws, I prefer the restoration for Season 3. 2 out of 3 ain't too bad, right? Despite everything, I am just so grateful that they even bothered to restore Thomas at all. Thomas isn't some giant, well-known, multi-billion-dollar franchise like Star Wars or made film history like The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
So the fact they took the time to dig out the old film reels and reconstruct everything is really commendable. I am very happy that a high-quality option of these old episodes exists, even if they're not perfect, and they are definitely my go-to when it comes to the footage used in my videos.
True words were never spoken.
Absolutely.
So about the surprise. So I think I may have told you before, but I do have a VHS player that I can use to play that VHS, that Thomas and Friends VHS tape I have at the moment, which is the one that has the title called Make Someone Happy. So funny short story, I had to get a new remote for my VHS player because I somehow managed to lose the original remote to it. I was like, crap! So credit goes to my mother for buying me a universal VHS player remote.
Nice.
But here's the surprise. As of a few weeks ago, I ordered 2 more Thomas VHS tapes.
Oh, you're so lucky, man.
These are the ones that I ordered. Thomas in the Special Letter and James Learns a Lesson.
Awesome, man.
I can't wait to get the others that I found so far on Amazon. I found a whole bunch of them on sale on Amazon.
Well done, Connor. I'm quite surprised you found them.
The pleasure's all mine, man. Anything for us.
Here it is.
That's Celebration Thomas.
Look at you.
I got it! Yeah! And so far, I want to give a shout out to all my fans on YouTube for getting me up to 310 subscribers. I'm getting close. I'm getting up the ladder so far.
Yep. I'm almost at 300 too. I mean, 400.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
We should have a subscriber special.
Actually, if we both manage to hit 400 subscribers at the same time, double live stream. Yeah.
Boom.
So yeah, I can't wait to start making these news videos that I plan on having us do. And I wonder what we should call the series if I can make it a playlist. I wonder what we should call the channel.
Oh.
Like there has to have the name badge news channel. But if we had to pick a lucky number from a scale from 1 to 100, what would it be?
I think 48.
48. News channel 48. I like the way you're thinking.
Hey, that's not bad actually.
And yet, here's the crazy thing. If we do something like this, if anything, we can make it we can make it news of cars and trains together. Like you do the news announcements for the trains, and I do the ones for the cars.
Yep, that'll be something.
Heck yeah!
Let's see.
I gotta get to work on the intro as soon as I get the chance. Oh my god, I'm just so excited. It's not funny.
Let's see. Oh.
So I can't wait though. Once we get the chance to let Matt and Angel's Car Reviews and Astro Boy know about this whole arrangement with the news channel.
Yeah. This will be good. We'll have something else for our viewers to see.
Exactly. Actually, something actually did pop in my head right now. We all know Matt's got a second channel. What if I made my own second channel just for News Channel 48?
I love your thinking.
I gotta get to work as soon as I can. Woo. Man, I cannot wait for this. I can't wait to put everything to the test.
Indeed.
So, I actually wonder what I can call the channel tag.
I think we can call it If it's Channel News 48,
Channel.
we should try Channel
It's actually.
48 News.
I was thinking more like for the pronouncement that you were trying to say. I'm thinking more like News Channel 48. So maybe with that in the tag, but with I don't know.
I think we should try to call it Channel 48 News. For the handle. But it's something to think about.
Ooh, how about a rotation like this? News Channel 48.
News Channel 48. I like your thinking.
Yes. So we got the name part already down. But for the next part of it, we need a profile picture for it.
I think we could try to use one of those pictures that has Channel News 48. It could try to use a logo that has that.
Actually, I think I have something better.
I think let me look. Let's
Actually, hold on. Oh crap! You dropped something, didn't you?
Yeah, hold on. Oh, don't worry about it.
I have an idea. I have the pictures still of our tag names from Discord. See? I still have mine. I don't know if you can see mine. My phone's a little. My phone screen's a little bright. Hang on. I'll try to lower it. Okay. Now, let's see if you can see it.
Ah!
Now, as you can see, oops, I still have our things. So maybe if I could turn these into stickers and get either a black or a white or say like a blue, red, or green wallpaper background.
Yes.
I could turn our name tags with our pictures into stickers. I could combine them together.
I love your thinking. That'll make a great profile picture.
Oh, and something else too. Well, I'll put news anchor on top of both of our picture and name tags, and I'll put meteorologist on top of Matt's name and picture, and traffic controller and traffic news reporter on top of Angel's car review's name, and I'll put entertainment news reporter on top of Astro Boy's name and picture.
Ooh.
I am liking what I'm thinking of so far. I'm loving it.
Yep, I love your thinking.
And yours too, obviously.
Look at what I'm sharing.
Oh, God. Hey! It's that live stream when we were planning on giving each other the mini stuff we didn't have. Oh, my God. Oh, God. Oh, Lottie, what did you find out, Lottie? Oh, my God.
Okay, moving forward. Here we go. Here we go. Wait, come on. Look.
Here we go.
Here's another duplicate of. Oh, come on.
Who's it this time?
No.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh, here's another bit.
God.
Here it is. Come on.
Excuse me.
Oh, God.
Come on.
Come on.
Here.
There we go.
Angel's car reviews!
Here it is. He commented? Let's see.
He commented!
Oh, he said, "Hey, Connor." He said, "Hey, Connor, how's it going?"
Angel is going so well. How about you? Are you able to join? Oh my gosh!
Let's ask.
Dang it!
Boom.
You're way more quicker than me. You are so way more quicker than me, I swear.
Thanks.
The 3 Railway Series Engines book.
Yeah, I have the first 3 books of the Railway series.
I love those books. Shame I never got them, but I love love those books. Hi, Molly. Hi, baby. Hi, babies. No, come here, baby.
Be right back.
No. Really thought you were one. You little sneak.
Oh, Connor, look, Angel's car reviews got back. Long time no see. I was very busy with other stuff. The reason why I haven't done car reviews lately is because the weather is too cold, so I have to wait while the weather gets a little more fresh.
That's understandable. Let's see. I hope he'll actually join. And I managed to grab Molly for
I
him to
think your
say hi.
microphone is. I can't. Hold on. What? What were you saying?
I managed to grab Molly so this way he could say hi to her.
Well, hi, Molly.
She's sitting on my lap, actually.
Aw. Hi.
She's such a cutie, I swear. I don't know if you can see what I'm actually doing to her right now, but
It looks like you're scratching her neck.
it's called a chin rub.
Oh, okay.
But my mother calls it Excuse me. My mother calls it bunting. Oh. Baby, you're fine. Stop. You're fine. You're fine, baby. Stop, you're fine. You're fine. Stop it.
Yep, don't worry. You're okay.
I hope he gets on here soon. I don't know how much longer she's gonna hold on my lap. Shh, baby, you're fine. Maybe if you could send him another message, let him know if he wants to join Molly's in the lap.
I have
I have the powers of a god.
You have the. Watch
Watch
this.
this.
Whoa! What the? Ah! Well, am I a dinosaur? Henry, how did you? I can do anything. Hey, what's going on? Ooh, what's with all the? What the heck? Is this suddenly thundering or something? Ah, what happened? I've become a god of the railway. That's what's happened. Kneel before me. Kneel before me. Oh my gosh, Henry, you gotta stop zapping our friends. Oh, what's that?
What's that?
Your car's running out of gas? I'll give you some.
Stop it! Oh dear. She's mad. I'm feeling bored today, so I'm gonna join you on my computer because why not? Yes, he's coming! Angel's coming! Let's go! Heck yeah! Woo-hoo-hoo! Baby, stop! Holy crap! Hold on, baby. Oh, just a few more minutes with me, with Daddy, please. Hold on, my love. Hold on. Hold on, baby. I got someone for you to say hi to. Stop! Crap! Oh crap! She's gonna let go. Crap! Oh, stop it, babe! Please. Here, sniff this. I'm trying to get her to sniff my phone so she can calm down at least. See this, baby? It's my phone. Oh, gosh! She's trying to get off my lap. You're fine, babe. Stop it. You're making a big scene. Here. Sniff this pen. Sniff this. Or do you want a chip? No! Dang it! She got off.
Oh, man.
Dang it! She's such a grouch. Ugh. Boy. I mean, Angel. I gotta be honest though. Angel's car reviews is not the only one who has unfortunately had a lack of car videos. I have, honestly, because same as him, the weather is not the best, and unfortunately, my friend James, who is the one I go to see at the dealership for the keys to the cars for the videos, is unfortunately out of work at the moment because he's not feeling well at the moment as far as I can get with detail wise. Yeah, so yep. So at the moment, my main chance is my dealership where I work at the moment, Skinner's Auto Sales. It's my only shot until I can get back up to United Auto Sales. I'm about to have a very special meal tomorrow night for dinner. So tomorrow, my mom and I have got to go up to New Hartford. She's got to stop at Lincare because now at night she uses a CPAP to sleep at night because of some issues that she's got. So she's got a CPAP for it. So apparently some idiot screwed up her face size for the mask. So she's gotta so we gotta stop at Lincare tomorrow in New Hartford and within Utica to get her a new mask with the actual size of her face. And once we get out of there, we're gonna cut through Utica to get home. And the restaurant we're stopping at before we get on the highway home, we're stopping at Popeyes. We're going to get some Popeyes chicken and some Popeyes mac and cheese.
Ooh.
Yep. I'm so excited to try their chicken. And heck, I'm so excited to even try their mac and cheese. I've never tried their stuff before, and yet my mother has literally tried it. That restaurant, according to her, that restaurant stuff was actually still around back when she was around as a kid back then.
Oh, Angel's car reviews reply back saying, "I'm joining you."
Let's go! Oh boy!
Let's go.
Oh boy! Dang, someone's got a lot of exhaust on their car. That was a huge rumble I just felt.
Ooh.
Yeah. Speaking of rumble, because now the Angel's joining, might as well give him and you a bit of an update on my car. So I'll wait till he pops in so I can give the update.
Indeed. And this will be the second live stream I'm going to be with Angel's car reviews.
I want to see. It's going to be your third, I want to say, because you were actually in one that involved him. It was the one the day after you guys first met.
Oh.
There he is!
He's backstage!
Heck yeah!
Let's put him in.
Ladies and gentlemen, Angel's Car Reviews!
Behold!
Connor, long time no see.
Angel, how are you?
I'm back. Yes, I'm back. I'm back.
Hey!
What's up, viewers? Like I said, Angel's Car Reviews here, back at StreamYard. It is another day in which to excel. So, Connor, long time no see. How you been?
Been pretty good. Been working a lot lately, but hey, gets me money in the bank.
Yeah.
Hey, Connor. Also, do you want to see something new? Guess what I have here? I have
Let's
the
see.
Angel's Car Reviews shirt.
That is
Oh my
sick.
gosh, that's awesome!
Yep,
Well, back in March of 2024, I was at the car show located in Bartow, Florida, near Lakeland, and my friend, he gave me this shirt.
How
Yeah.
kind of him.
That was last year when I that was last year when my friend gave me this at the car show. I
Ooh.
went to see a bunch of cars near Lakeland.
Wait, what? We lost Angel for a second.
Oh crap. You silly mouse.
Oh.
Hey Connor, what happened? Are you okay?
Nah, I'm fine. I was trying to fix my mouse because my mouse didn't light up when I was.
Oh, I see.
it.
Yeah.
Hey Connor, did you saw the message that I wrote? on the live stream chat. Well, Connor, the reason why that I wasn't doing car reviews at the moment because the weather here, the weather here gets very cold here in Florida. It was 39 degrees this morning at 7:50 a.m.
Wow.
Holy cow!
And when I saw the news, when I saw the news last time, there was snow in Pensacola and including South Georgia, but it didn't snow here in Orlando. It was really
Crikey!
crazy, even in South Carolina.
Wow.
Yeah,
I can't deny one
there's
thing
snow.
though.
There's snow everywhere. Hey, Connor, I got a question for you. Did you get ever hit by a lot of snow?
I did back in 23, but I haven't gotten hit with a lot of snow since then.
Yeah, I haven't gotten a lot of snow
Yeah,
so much.
the snow
either.
the snow was really crazy.
Yeah, I have to laugh though. You mentioned how you said this morning it was like 39 degrees in your location. Well, actually, according to me, in my location,
Oh,
literally
really?
yesterday morning, it
Yeah,
was minus 2 degrees.
Wow, 2 degrees. What's
that is
colder?
good.
It was
Wow,
minus 2 degrees.
and
I was freezing.
Negative
it's
2.
freezing. It's being cold.
Yeah.
In
Oh,
Minnesota, Connor, in Minnesota, minus 13 degrees.
what?
Yeah, in Minnesota, it's crazy cold. It's like it's really Arctic weather warning.
My God.
Well, trust me, if I were you, well, Connor, if I were you, I would never move up to a state when it gets super cold like in Canada. But for me, I just prefer to live in Florida with all this rain and cold. Well, as you can see, right now here it's not raining, but the temperatures are gonna keep coming down to about almost 38 degrees.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dang.
But we are okay. I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm fine.
That's great.
That's awesome.
And I'm very sorry that I haven't been off on the air on StreamYard for a while because Connor, I was on vacation to Puerto Rico to see my family and I couldn't join you with my iPad very well. So right now here on my computer, I can join you on my computer very well because it works perfect.
That's understandable.
Yeah, I gotcha.
But now that you're here, I was telling Adam that I planned on giving you and him an update on Lucy.
I see. How's Max and Lucy doing?
Well, Max is doing pretty fine, but we gotta look at her turbo because we're starting to smell oil again.
Oh wow, that's
Oh.
not
Yeah.
good.
I don't know what that could be. And she's got a tire pressure light on now because one of the tire stems went bad.
Oh dear.
So that's gonna need some replacing. Dang it! Oh my god, I can't speak.
Oh, it's okay. It's fine.
Yeah.
You can still talk.
Yeah, it's understandable.
Lucy, on the other hand, she's still stuck up at my workplace. Unfortunately, one of my brake lines on her got rusty and started leaking. So now I have no back brakes. But at least I still do have my front brakes, but I still don't have like back brakes.
Oh.
Yeah. She's been stuck up there ever since we've had everything else on her replaced that needed to get done. Which was last year in August. That was the last time I got to see her before we dropped her off. Like literally. It was the last time we got to see her before we dropped her off at my workplace to get work.
Oh my lord. I feel bad for Lucy. Lucy
I
is
do
an old
too.
car, but I feel worried about that car. Lucy is a beauty.
She
But
is.
Connor, sometimes when people sold the old cars, we keep
Yeah.
buying the newer cars. The new cars are good, while the old cars are still good.
Yeah.
And also,
Yeah.
Connor, did you watch the the subtitle 4 video of his classic cars that he uploaded? Okay, he
I
uploaded
did.
a 1970 Plymouth Roadrunner Silverbird. It's like a Roadrunner vehicle with the green pop-up headlights. That's pretty cool.
I know, that's sick.
And subtitle 4,
Yeah.
he also uploaded a 1988 Lamborghini Countach.
Ooh.
He uploaded exotic cars. And
Honestly,
and let's talk about my channel. On my YouTube channel, Angel's Car Reviews. But you can call me Angel. My YouTube name is Angel's Car Reviews, but you can call
Right.
me Angel. I still reached 571 subscribers, but I'm getting close to 600.
whoa.
Congrats.
So
Congratulations.
I'm way far ahead. Connor, I'm way far ahead.
Speaking of subscribers, you'll never guess how far I am right now.
Yeah.
I have a total amount right now of 310 subscribers.
Wow, that's a lot of subscribers.
Yep.
And
I think you're
Adam
getting close to
has a total
400. I
amount
heard the
of
live stream video.
361. Holy cow! You're way ahead of me.
Yeah, I'm way far ahead.
Yeah.
Crikey.
And it's gonna be 3 years. It's gonna be 3 years since I uploaded my YouTube channel. It's gonna be 3 years since I started my YouTube channel back in July of 2022. So
Ooh.
I'm gonna be far ahead.
I
And
believe it.
and you
Yeah.
start your YouTube channel in November 20th, 2011. 13 years. That's a long time.
Totally.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
a rip.
Honestly, I think what I'm gonna do for my next one is I'm gonna include you and Adam in the next anniversary live stream. Oh my god, I can barely speak. But I wanna start getting some new ideas done for my channel. I've decided to make a new series. I was basically talking about it with Adam before you actually came in here, which I'm glad we did because this was actually a bit of a surprise, actually.
Yeah.
For
And
all of us, literally. All of us.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Totally.
And I do. And so basically, it's a collaboration channel, Angel, where you.
Sorry, Connor. I
me-
was taking my cell phone that it has 20%. So I have to leave my cell phone charged for a little bit.
Okay.
Hey, Connor, let me tell you something about what happened on my recent videos. Well, last time when I was uploading the Jeep Wrangler video, someone on my video put a negative comment on one of my videos, and I was mad and pissed. Like people put negative comments, so it's completely normal. If you see a negative comment on your video, Connor, just you don't have to block and you don't have to block and report them. Just simply ignore it. That's it. Because that's what I do.
Trust me, you're not the only one who has negative
Yeah,
comments.
exactly. You know, Connor, snarky comments are called negative comments, right? Because that's what I'm telling you.
Exactly. And honestly, it's horrible. I mean,
I couldn't agree more.
in my eyes, your videos are way more awesome than mine, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Because honestly, you do so well in yours. For me, I usually just like to
Yeah, Connor, I feel bad for you. But don't worry, you're a great car YouTuber, so you're good.
Yeah.
You're good, man. You're good.
Yep, we're all good.
So yeah, that was the story. And I also have good news, Connor.
Let's hear it.
I have very good news. Once I reached to 600 subscribers, I'm gonna have a subscriber party coming to my house. So that's the good news.
Nice!
Yeah.
Awesome plan.
Dude, I'm so happy for you. And heck, when you reach 600 subscribers, you know what else you could also do? Do a live stream and include me and Adam in it.
Maybe, but I sure will. But I'm trying my best to get more cars done before spring is around the corner. You know, spring doesn't start until late March, so it's gonna take a while for me to get used to with all this cold weather. But you know, we are in the winter season. Such a shame that Christmas is over. When Christmas is over,
Yeah.
people start working, right?
Yeah.
So
See?
that's the opinion case. Yeah. Hey Connor, you know what is my favorite personal car? My personal car will be a 2003 BMW D25i with a 6-cylinder motor, like I told you the last time.
Ooh.
You know, Connor, the BMW engines, they have the greatest 6-cylinder motor on it. You cannot kill the motor because those motors are having good engines on it. Because, for example, Connor, my cousin, my friend drives a 2015 Toyota Corolla S that has a CVT transmission. Don't buy a CVT transmission because CVTs are very bad. And bad news is that my friend's car, the 2015 Corolla, got hit by a deer and it got totaled.
Oh my.
Yeah. So my friend had to take it to the shop and fix it. We didn't want the deers to get on the street and get killed. We have to make sure you have to stop the car while using the parking brake so you can let the deer pass to that forest.
Right.
Exactly. Okay. Okay, Connor, let's just say that Lucy has a check. Let's just say that Lucy has a check engine light on, right? When Lucy has a check engine light on, you go to the shop, wait for the maintenance to get fixed, and that's it. And for example, there are issues. Vibration lights on, airbag lights on, gas low. When the gas is low, you can pump up gas to get more gas.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah. And what else? Hey Connor, you know who is Jay Leno's garage? You know who is Jay Leno?
No,
Jay
I
Leno
don't.
is a car enthusiast. He talks about every single car, and he drives a 2003 Ferrari Enzo, like the car that I already have. And let me show you. Ferrari Enzo. I think I have it. Hold on, 1 second.
No, I can't deny one thing though. I don't know if he'll be able to hear us at the moment, but
Can I put my headphones on? And check this out. 2003 Ferrari Enzo.
oh my gosh!
This is the back. These are these are the big square headlights. It looks like a 2015 Ferrari LaFerrari.
Yeah, it sure does.
Look at the doors. It
Actually,
swings up, and the passenger door is swings up too.
Nice.
This
Actually,
car looks perfect.
Nice. Actually, now that we're talking about these, I actually have a Ziploc of my favorite Hot Wheel cars in my bedroom.
I have a Hot Wheels.
Oh, really? Do you have those? Do you have those in your room?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I'll go get them.
Show it to me. Show it to me.
Hang on, let me go get them.
I have some too.
Hey, Connor, I'm still waiting.
Hang on, bud. I'll be right there. I got it.
Wow, that's a lot. Okay, show me the. Wow, Connor, that's a lot of cars.
Yeah, a lot of these are my favorite.
Let's see.
Hang on, let me try to get them all lined up at least. So they're at least they're on their wheels and not leaning on their sides.
Sounds
Yeah. Let me see. Wow, Adam, that's a nice car. It has green wheels, the purple exterior. Wow. That's a nice car. It looks like a Batmobile, to be honest.
Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it?
Yeah, Connor, Adam was showing me about that car that looks like a Batmobile.
Yeah, I know. I have one of those
You like
ones.
that car, Adam?
I have one of those ones, but actually, my brother actually let me give it to him as a Christmas present because back then once because
wow,
that's cool, I was only 10 when I had that thing. I gave it to him as a Christmas present because really wasn't that much of a big fan of Batman back then.
Right.
Yeah, because I was more into Thomas and Friends back then, I'll say.
Right.
Wow, Adam, nice car. Let me guess. I think that's a. Let me think of this car. It's a Honda. No, wait, not Honda. I think it's a Porsche. It's a Porsche Cayman.
Yeah, it kind of does look like it, don't it?
It looks like that's a Porsche Cayman. I was looking at Adam's car.
Yeah, that's what I was doing too while I was getting ready to show you the first one.
Hey, Connor,
this is realistic.
Can you show me the... Wait,
here's the first one.
I just dropped my headphones. My bad. My bad.
Here's the first one.
Oh, Chevy Suburban. Wait, I think it's a Chevy Tahoe.
It is a Tahoe.
2023 Chevy Tahoe.
Yes,
I
that's
thought it was a Suburban, but it's a Tahoe.
Yeah, it happens. And
okay, it's a Chevy Silverado.
Yes.
Wow, Connor, where did you get that truck?
I got this one in the Tahoe over at I got it at a store in Utica's New Hartford store. I forgot what it was called. I think it was BJ's. They had a couple of kids' toys on sale, and I saw that they had these cars on sale. I couldn't pass them up.
Wow, that's nice, Connor. To be honest.
Check this one out.
Wow, Connor, Adam, your cars look good. Okay,
a Ford Bronco.
First. Okay, that's a 2021 Ford Bronco Outer Banks, and this one, I think that's a Mitsubishi 3000 GT.
Yeah, I'll say that is. Yeah, that is a good truck.
I take it as a little yes. Wow, that's a big truck. It looks like a diesel.
It is. It's a Dodge Ram 3500 Cummins.
Diesel.
Dually.
It's a nice truck.
And it's a dually too. Look at that.
Wow.
And check this one out.
Let's see.
I have another Chevy Silverado, but this one's a 2500.
2500. Another one? Wow. You like 2500s, Connor?
I do. I love them, especially with the Duramax diesels.
Yeah. Hey, Connor, I just saw the video last time in 2023 that you uploaded a 2021 Chevrolet Silverado LT. And I love that truck. I also uploaded I uploaded a Dodge Ram 2005 that I uploaded it back 1 year ago, but that was a long time ago when I uploaded that video.
I remember, yes.
And
actually,
wait, Connor. And if you notice, South Kyle 04 has a lot of Jeep Grand Cherokees on his channel.
I know.
But his dealership was Connections Incorporated, but he changed it to one of a kind auto sales, like I told you last time. Well, here's a story.
Oh.
His Jeep Grand Cherokee was a 2000, but it got a blown engine, and then he sold it. And then the 2003 Altima came with another blown engine, and then he sold it too. Car, of course, sold a lot of cars. He sold the Lexus ES350. He sold the 2010 Hyundai Genesis Coupe, and he also sold his grandfather's Great Grand Marquis 2003.
Wait a minute, he
similar to
sold the
the
Grand Marquis?
Lincoln. His grandfather. Remember Connor? I watched this video of his grandfather's McGree Grand Marquis.
I remember.
I think he doesn't have that car anymore.
Wait a minute, he sold that thing?
I don't remember. That was a long time ago when he also uploaded that video.
I thought he was gonna keep that car as a memory of his grandfather.
Well, I have to watch it. It's like history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moving on with the cars, I'll say. Check out this one.
Oh wow, Jeep Wrangler. Let me
Yeah.
guess. Okay. It's a 2014 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sahara.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Ford Mustang TT. Yes, I know that car, Adam. I know that car.
Nice. I love that car. Check this one out.
Toyota 4Runner.
Yep.
2022. Oh, I have this car on my channel. The 2022 4Runner. They got
Yes, this one
1K
actually is a 22. You're right. It has the year of it on the bottom on the side. It does. Crikey. Ooh, here's a good one.
Okay. Oh, that's a tricky one. Let me guess. I think that's a. Wait, I think I don't like car. That's a Dodge Charger, I believe.
Yes, it is.
Oh, I was right. I was right.
I love these cars. They're phenomenal.
Oh, me too. I love Dodge Chargers, including the Challengers.
You might recall, I actually do have a video of a 20 semi-year Dodge Charger SXT on my channel with Chrysler's 3.6-liter Pentastar V6.
Yeah. It was a fun car.
Oh, check out this one.
Oh, okay. Wait. This car, I don't know. It's kind of tricky. Let me guess. I think it's a Dodge Hornet.
Actually, it's actually a Honda Civic hatchback.
Honda Civic hatchback. Oh, I was right. Silly me. Okay.
It's all
this
right.
car, another Ford Mustang? But wait, Connor, did Adam show me that car already?
No, he didn't.
Oh, okay, I see. I thought he chose the same one. I
I thought so
Oh,
too.
those cars are different.
Yeah, they
Oh,
do.
that one has the red color, and the black one has the red color.
Yeah, and they say that they're both
I see.
Turquoise twisters.
Check this one out. 2021 Porsche Cayenne Turbo.
Wow, Porsche Cayenne Turbo. I like this car, Connor. Those
I
cars are
love
pretty
the
cool.
Porsche
These cars will
SUVs.
run forever.
Believe me, I love the
That is-
Porsche SUVs.
that looks
They're
amazing.
so phenomenal.
Okay, it's a Lamborghini, I think.
Yeah, it says it's
Hey,
a
Connor, let me show you.
drifter.
Connor, look at this. This is Luigi.
From Mario, awesome.
I have this one since my mom gave it to me when I was on vacation. Can you guys take a guess what car does Luigi drive?
I'm clueless at this point.
Me too.
Okay, do you give up?
Mhm.
Okay, Connor. Luigi drives a Plymouth Power 2000. Luigi drives that car. He drives a Plymouth Power 2000. Yep. I played hey, Connor, I played a game called Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on my Switch, and it was a fun game. My cousin beat me a lot of times, like 7 times.
Wait a minute. You have a Nintendo Switch?
I do. I have a,
I
and
got one too.
I heard that you have a Switch too.
I got a Nintendo Switch.
I have a Nintendo Switch. I thought I have that Switch here. Above it, yeah.
Yeah,
I have my Switch. Look,
dude, I have same one.
I have a Nintendo Switch too.
This one. I have Speedrun. I have Minecraft. I have Captain Toad, Need for Speed, and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
You have Minecraft too? I got Minecraft as well.
Yeah. Well, maybe because I cannot find you where you live. Because
Actually,
you live in Mohawk, New York, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, I have Mario Kart Deluxe 8. I have Minecraft. I have Asphalt 9 Legends, and I have Minecraft as well, and I also have Fortnite. I also have the Lego Movie Part 2 video game card too.
Wow, Connor, that's a lot of games. I have 7 of them, but I don't play a lot of games that much on the Switch because I just sit around with YouTube and watch videos. Yeah.
True words were never spoken, partner.
Agree.
And let me show you another card. Connor, let me show you another card, but it's a big one.
Ooh.
Let's see.
So I still have the other ones that I still have yet to show.
I have a few more.
Connor, guess what? Look what I have. It's a 1955 Chevy Bel Air. My grandfather.
Oh my gosh!
When he was in Cuba.
That's big.
This is the hood. The hood opens. The hood opens normally, and the trunk doesn't open. But and the doors they do open. Wait, the doors don't open. Yeah. Oh, it does open, but I don't think it opens. But yeah, these are the doors for the passenger side and the driver's side.
That's awesome.
Yeah, the Chevy Bel Air, 1955.
Love those Bel Airs. Now, speaking about that news channel stuff quickly before we move on with my cars, I have me and Adam down as news anchors. He's gonna do a news announcement on, like, say, new trains, and like me do like cars and stuff. I have decided to put you on traffic news reporter.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, like
hopefully I can join StreamYard again on my computer, but not my iPad. Because when I try to join StreamYard on my iPad, it doesn't work very well. So I only used it on my computer to show up how StreamYard works very well on my computer.
Right. That's understandable. Yeah, I think how we're gonna start it off at least is that we're gonna start it at least on the weekends, like say Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like whenever we're not busy, we do one episode a day. Like we have to at least like try to do it on the weekend so we're not actually busy. Because I want to see if I can make a good impression on YouTube at least, even with the help with you guys.
Yep, I can see how that can work.
And heck, look at it this way, Angel. If we do it all together as a team with the positions we're in, we can literally go viral on YouTube with our channels and the news channel I have us going for.
Oh, I see.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, look, Connor, look. Adam has another car. It's a Chevy Camaro C28.
Ooh, I like those Camaros.
Me too. Hey, Connor, did you watch my video of a 2019 Chevy Camaro?
I did. That thing's awesome.
Yeah, me too. I love Camaros, and I also did a Corvette. But do you know what I forgot to do? The Mustang. I need to do the Mustang on my channel pretty soon.
Nice. Check
Awesome.
this one out.
Chevy S10, and wow, that car looks weird.
Yeah, it does.
Adam, that car looks weird.
Yeah.
It looks like a Nissan 300CX hatchback.
I'll say.
Those cars are weird.
This one was actually made according to the Eurovit 1993 Chevrolet 454 SS pickup. So I'm guessing it's a Silverado SS with a 454 underneath the hood.
And my car says it's a 1985 Honda CRX.
Hey Connor. Hey Connor, do you remember I showed you the movie on Blu-ray called Fast 5? The movie was filmed in Brazil. But not only that, I also heard that people think that the movie Fast 5 was actually filmed in Puerto Rico and Atlanta, Georgia. I watched it like 2 times. In the scene, at the ending, voice actor Vin Diesel and Paul Walker, they went to the bridge of Old San Juan with these cops. With these cops on the streets there. That's pretty cool.
Right.
Wow. I love these cars, guys. Okay, wait. That's a Ford. No, that's a Chevy Colorado, I think. And this car, oh god, I think that's a Chevy Camino.
Actually, this one is a Chevy Silverado, but it's a Z71 LT Trail Boss.
Wow, I like these trucks, Connor.
And this one is
Tell me about it.
And this car is a hollowback.
Ooh. Oh, I know that one. It's a 2005 Dodge Ram 1500. Oh, yes. I have that car on my channel. I have that truck on my channel.
Yeah, but look at it this way. This one's maroon, and the one that you have on your channel is actually finished in blue. One of my favorite colors.
Oh, I see.
I have a funny looking tow truck.
Give me a moment. I'm gonna take out my dog real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right. In the meantime, here's one of the other cars.
Ooh, that's nice. I've actually got a funny looking tow truck / car right here. I don't know if you would actually call this an actual car or if it's like a tow truck, but it's got like the thing for a towing package. It's funny looking.
Oh, and here's one of the other ones.
Oh, that looks like an Aston Martin. He's back.
Boo, I scared you.
Yeah.
Connor, I scared you. I was taking with my dog Flippy, and he's sleeping like a polar bear.
What the?
What?
I was just joking. Okay.
I got like a funny car here. I don't know if you would actually call this a tow truck or if it's like an actual car itself.
Wow. That car looks awesome.
Tell me about it.
Mm-hmm.
And to make life doubly funny,
Oh, here's one.
Wow.
I have 4 more Dodge Rams right here.
That's a lot of Dodge Rams. Okay. That's the oldest Dodge Ram. Where's the new one?
I'm not sure which one of these is the new one. This one is a 2020. And what year is this one? 2020. So I want to say the newest one is right here, the blue one in the middle. This is a TRX Dodge Ram.
Yeah. Dodge Ram. Yep, you got it.
This one is a Rebel, and this
Okay,
one.
that's a Chevrolet Monte Carlo. That's cool. Wait, what time is it?
And this
10
one
o'clock.
is a.
Hey,
This
Connor,
is a
I'm about to exit the stream. So wish you a good night, sleep tight, and say hi to Max and Lucy. And I promise that I will join the stream yard pretty soon. So take care. Have a good night, guys.
Take care, Adam. Or Angel, take care. Sorry.
You too, Connor. See you.
See you, Angel. All right.
That was awesome having him in here.
Yep, that was a blast.
Check out this car I've got.
Ooh, that's awesome.
It's a Jeep Renegade.
I have.
Oh God.
Bear with me. Oh! Oh, I found two more interesting cars.
Ooh.
Behold.
A Chrysler PT Cruiser.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I never seen that one before in Hot Wheels.
And here's the other one.
I don't even know which kind that one is.
Oh, it says it's a Torquo screw.
What?
Wait.
It's not gonna be able to show. Ooh, I think you'll like this one.
That is sick, man.
This one is a let me see, 2018 Dodge Durango RT.
Ooh.
He's beautiful.
Here's two more. Here it is.
Whoa. That's sick.
And this says it's a 2016 Silverado.
Ooh, interesting. Here's the first classic one I'll show.
That is a classic.
Yeah, this one is a 1971 Oldsmobile Vista Cruiser.
Nice. Here's mine. Here's another one.
Ooh, that's sick.
And this one is an 1168 MJI NL. Awesome. Ooh.
Recognize this one?
What could that be?
A Jeep Cherokee.
And look at this, Connor. We're 3 hours, 4 minutes, and 43 seconds into the stream.
Let's go! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Yep, 2014 Jeep Cherokee Trailhawk. Yeah.
Here's some more. Here you go.
Yeah. Look at this one.
The Jeep Wrangler?
No.
Ooh, what is
this? This is the electric vehicle version of the Chevrolet Silverado.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I don't recommend going for it. I hate these electric vehicles. They're just too quiet. I can never hear the engines because they're so hybrid powered. Ooh.
This one is a Dunosaur.
Ooh, that's an interesting one. Oh, I think you might recognize Honda's pickup truck.
Ooh.
The Honda Ridgeline,
Nice.
aka Honda's first and only pickup truck.
Awesome.
Is that a coal hopper?
Yes! Here's another one.
Ooh, that one's weird looking.
This one is a Toyota AE63 Corolla.
Ooh. Look
At
at
least-
this one.
Let's see.
Oh. The Mercedes G-Class wagon.
A Mercedes class wagon.
This one is a 2015.
This one.
Mm.
Oh, here's some more. I love the blue, the yellow color.
This is actually orange. This is a what year is this sucker?
Here it is.
It's actually a Porsche Macan.
Nice. Here's another one.
Nice.
That's and the car that I'm showing you is a 1186 MJ1 and L.
Wow. This one is actually a 2020 Jeep Gladiator.
What's going on?
Yeah.
I'll be back in a little bit.
All right. That's my roommate. She's taking off for a bit.
Oh, here's one.
Yeah, here's the Gladiator.
Oh.
Yeah, I have to laugh. They did such a good job with it. It's half SUV, half pickup truck.
Nice. I love that they designed it like that. Here's
Took off so quickly.
here's another one.
Ooh, I like that one.
This one is a World Clash. At least from what it says on here.
I think you like these next two.
Oh yeah, I love that one.
1959 Chevrolet Caprice wagon.
Awesome, man.
And if that wasn't all,
Huh?
nothing. I said I didn't say nothing.
Oh.
Check this one out.
I love the shape.
1964 Ford Fairlane wagon.
Awesome.
Ooh, funky looking. Whoops. Get back in that bag. Ooh. Look at this bad boy.
Ooh.
This is a 1980 Mercedes-Benz 123 wagon.
Nice. Be right back, Connor.
I can't deny it. I love Mercedes-Benz. They're phenomenal cars. You'd think they would still be around a lot more.
But they're not. Excuse me. All right, I'm back. Here we go. Here we go. Ooh.
This is a I want to say this is a 2012 Chevy Silverado SS, but heavily modified. A Formula One.
Oh, a Formula One.
Am I right?
Yeah, it looks like it. It doesn't actually. Doesn't look like it says the actual name though.
Okay, we're down to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 cars so far in my collection. We're down to 12.
Awesome.
We're getting close. So I'll try to show double in this one. Forster. This one's another Forster. So, funny enough, 2 Subaru Forsters. This one is a 2019, and the other one's a 2019 too. Crikey!
Wow!
Crikey! All right. Now we're down to 10 cars. I got another Ford Bronco. This one looks like it's that. Yes, it is. Sport. It's a sport one.
Sick.
Oh, and here's one of my other favorites. This is a 2015 Mercedes-Benz GLE Coupe.
Ooh. Ooh.
We're down now to 8 cars. Let's keep this going, brother.
Let's get the show on the road.
Oh, I think you'll like this one.
Let's see.
The Holden Super Sport, aka the Chevrolet SS.
Ooh.
Yeah. This one is a 2020 Jaguar F-Type 2-door coupe.
Hmm?
Look at her.
Ooh, I love it.
Believe me, yes, I do. How about 2 Fords? How about another set of 2 Fords, but this time both of them are pickups. So we got here the white one is an F-150, and the yellow one over here is an F-250.
Ah. There we go.
Ooh, we're down to the last 4. Last pickup truck. One of my other favorites.
Ah, I love that.
This is a 2021 Toyota Tacoma. Now we're on to America's luxury SUV.
Wow.
The Cadillac Escalade.
Oh, awesome.
How about a muscle car from Chrysler?
Ooh, I love it.
The Chrysler 300. All right, down to the last and final car. Nissan's smallest sedan, the Sentra.
Hold on, let's see. Oh, you saved the best for last.
Absolutely. Too bad Angel's car reviews didn't stick around to see this bad boy.
Oh, well. Well, he stuck around for as long as he could.
That's the good part, at least. At least we got to see him. Yep. I'm so excited. Lunar New Year's Eve is right around the corner. I'm so excited. Because we're basically still in January. So Lunar's New Year is on the way.
Ooh.
And actually, this one is for the year that this one is the supportive animal that my mother was actually born. The snake.
Ah, that's interesting.
Because look at it this way. My mother was born in 1968. So she's basically, in a Chinese animal, she is a snake.
Oh, my mother's also born in 1960. My mother's born in 1969.
Crikey, 1 year behind, 1 year after my mother. Crikey.
Yep.
Wow. Our mothers did so much before we came around. I can't deny that.
That's for sure.
Oh, what'd you find now?
I never thought you'd find it.
You little. Oh my god, that's when I had the picture of the Jeep Wrangler on my phone. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh.
Here it goes.
What the Jeep Wrangler? How did you find that?
It was on one of your previous live streams.
Oh, it was because of how I reached 300 subs. Which, guys, before I forget, just a reminder, thank you so much for getting me up to 300 subscribers.
Yep. Thank you for your support on Connor's channel. Oh, here comes the fun.
I appreciate it. Oh.
Here comes the fun. I love cars when they're in the color blue.
So do I, dude. Oh man. Oh my god. It never gets old.
That's for sure.
I'm so excited to get News Channel 48 going soon. I'm so excited.
Yep, that'll be a blast.
Actually, I thought of something even more crazier for the profile picture. What if I was to engage our names and tags with the positions we're in, but what if I added the channel logo for News Channel 48 into the profile picture with the NBC logo.
Oh, I like you. I like your thinking.
I am going to enjoy this with you guys. Aww. Molly's sleeping in one of the chairs next to me. She's curled up in a ball.
Aw, that's so cute.
Oh my gosh, I don't know if you'll be able to see from that far, but she's in that chair. I don't know if you can see the green chair. Right there.
Ah! Aw, that's so adorable.
Oh, she heard you. Crap.
What? Uh-oh.
Oh, crap. Baby, come on. I'm sorry. You would go back to sleep, baby. Go back to sleep. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry too.
Crap. We done it.
Yeah.
So I was talking to Matt last night, actually. No, 2 nights ago, actually. I was talking to him 2 nights ago, and I've decided to make a car video for him. Thankfully, I was able to help him with the requestment and help with me for him. Oh, crap. He chose a 2018 Chevy Silverado that's actually on sale over at United Auto Sales.
Ooh, okay.
I still have to fulfill. I still have to try to get a fulfilling request for you.
Yeah, well, I'll try to figure it out.
Well, you usually, from what I remember, you like cars with the color blue.
Yeah, I sure do.
So, any particular car in mind with the color of blue you want me to try to look for?
Let me try to. Let's see.
Because if you may have seen the community posts that I shown, mainly recently, I think, I have certain car companies I will gladly do. I will not do any others. I will just do the ones that I've put in the community posts that I've mentioned. Let me see if I can find it through my my backup phone. Basically, my Android.
Let's see.
Let's see.
All right.
Tesla. Oh my god, I hate those cars. Ugh. Just hearing that car company just makes me sick.
Why?
I've always hated that company because Elon Musk was the one who created Tesla.
Oh.
Yeah, that car company just makes me sick.
Let's see.
Oh, I never told Angel too, but Max cracked 103,000 miles actually.
Ah, I can see how that works.
That was sick. Okay, I found it. So these are the car companies I'm fulfilling to do vehicles for requests. General Motors, basically Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and Cadillac. Ford, Lincoln, Tesla, Lexus, Scion, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Honda, Acura, Mazda, Subaru, Nissan, Infiniti, Hyundai, Kia, and Mitsubishi.
Ooh.
So, I'm just admitting though, if you choose General Motors, try to think in between the SUVs and the pickup trucks, mainly from Chevy and GMC. So, yeah, and same story if you choose Toyota, because I love their SUVs and trucks way more better than the sedans.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can see how that works.
So if you want, how about a Toyota?
Yep, I'll go for Toyota. And in fact, yeah.
Okay, so what year would you like this Toyota vehicle to be?
What are some good years for Toyotas?
I want to say
At least
try say like 2006 to 2013.
In that case,
no, actually 2006 to 2024.
Oh, in that case, try a 2008 one, if it's possible.
Ooh, I see the vehicle you chose. A 2025 Toyota RAV4?
Mm-hmm.
I thought you'd never ask.
No.
I've been digging to film one of those suckers.
Yep, you should definitely try it out.
I think for the RAV4, I think I'm gonna do the LE trim because those ones are the cheapest to get. Pardon me saying this, but I hate the XLE trims because the leather seats. Oh my god, I can't stand leather.
Oh, I see.
For anyone out there who's got a car with leather seats, no offense, but I cannot stand the leather seat upholstery because in the summertime, it sticks you to the seat. Like you cannot even get off of it thanks to the heat because the heat will get you stuck to those seats. So anyone out there with a car with leather seat upholstery, please don't be offended. I'm not meaning any rudeness or meaningness. I'm just being honest. I can't stand leather.
I respect your opinion. Ooh, and
Let's hope everyone else does.
Mm-hmm. And look at that.
Perfect.
Perfecto.
Now I have to fulfill your request, Matt's quest, and everyone else's quest. We're all done. I have a list now.
Perfect. And look at this.
Oh,
Look at
what
what
did you find?
How's it going, everyone? It's time once again to find some more goofs in Thomas and Friends. Today's episode is James Learns a Lesson. I hope you enjoy it.
Creepy music.
Okay, so at the beginning of the episode, we were introduced to James, the newest engine on the island of Sodor. So far, James has enjoyed his stay on the island.
Are you serious?
Well, I mean...
I was almost scrapped in the last episode.
Well, you did get into a lot of trouble in the last episode. But look, Sir Topham Hatt has something to say to you.
This ought to be good.
You can pull coaches or freight cars quite easily, but you must learn by your mistakes.
Oh.
Although James had a bad first day, Sir Topham Hatt is willing to forgive him, so long as he's more careful in the future. But hang on a second. If the last episode was James's first day on Sodor, then why has he been seen in every single episode leading up to this one? I mean, it's not like he's just hanging around the sheds. He's actually doing a lot of hard work. Not only did they have him pulling passenger trains, but they also had him pull freight cars. To say that James's first day happened in the last episode is absolutely ridiculous. I'm sorry, James, but that is definitely a goof.
And to think I did all that hard work.
Anyway, as the episode continues, Sir Topham Hatt gives Edward and James their first job of the day. Their job is to pull a passenger train together.
I'm really a splendid engine, he thought.
Unfortunately, James gets a little too cocky, and he wheeshes a bunch of steam.
Wheesh!
This results in Sir Topham Hatt's hat getting all wet. What a terrible first impression, James. To make matters even worse, after the conductor blows his whistle, James tries to leave the station as fast as he can.
Go on, he puffed to Edward.
This makes Edward and the coaches very upset. But James doesn't care. He's just way too impatient.
Don't go so fast. Don't go so fast. But James didn't listen.
James certainly did not listen. In fact, when they made it to the next station, James was going so fast that they couldn't even stop in time. They ended up having to back up the train so that the passengers could get off on the platform. And here comes some more goofs. As Edward and James approach the station, we see Thomas off to the side.
Hello, James, said Thomas. Feeling better? That's good.
As soon as Edward and James stop, Thomas sets off with Annie and Clarabelle. But watch closely as he leaves the station.
And he puffed off important.
Clarabelle is facing the wrong way. In the next scene, James and Edward pass the field where James was in a terrible accident. Now listen closely.
The fence was mended and the cows were back again.
The narrator says that the fence was mended, but there was never a fence there to begin with.
Liar.
The fence was mended and the cows were back again.
Finally, Edward and James make it to the last station. At this point, James is worried about what Sir Topham Hatt will say about his ruined hat. Then Edward and a nervous James head back to the sheds. The next morning, James was in big trouble.
If you can't behave, I shall take away your red coat and have you painted blue.
The thought of being painted blue scared James to death. But instead of just listening to Sir Topham Hatt, James just gets angry and he shoves the coaches as hard as he can.
Coaches, don't talk. Come on.
Needless to say, the coaches are not happy with the way James is treating them. And the passengers at the station were terrified. But this only makes James more angry.
I'll show them, he thought.
And here comes the next goof. When James passes by, we can clearly see that he put the brake coach right in the middle of the train. The brake coach is supposed to be at the back of the train.
Hurry, hurry, hurry!
Trying to go as fast as Gordon, James pulls the coaches very roughly. The coaches beg James to slow down, but James just won't listen.
We're going to stop. We're going to stop.
Just as the coaches predict, James comes to a stop. Now here comes another goof. Shortly after coming to a stop, James's driver and fireman go to see what the problem is. After their inspection, they discover that James's rough treatment has caused a leak in the coach's pipes. But hang on a second. Something's not right here. Moments ago, we saw one of the crew members had blonde hair. But when the crew members go to inspect the broken pipe, none of them have blonde hair. James knows that Sir Topham Hatt will be very cross. After the crew inspects the damage, the guard recommends to plug the leak with newspaper and a leather bootlace. Unfortunately, none of the crew members have a leather bootlace, so they ask a passenger to borrow his bootlace.
I won't.
The guard then tells the man that if they don't get a leather bootlace, James isn't going anywhere. This makes the passengers very upset. Not only were they mad with James, but they were also mad with the man.
Then they told the man how bad he was instead.
Finally, after all the backlash, the man decides to give up his bootlace. This allows the crew members to temporarily fix James's pipe leak, allowing James to continue on with the journey. Now here's something else I noticed. Listen to how James sounds puffing right now. Now look how fast he's going and his chuffing sounds exactly the same. Given how fast James is going, his chuffing should sound a lot faster than this. And that concludes the end of the episode. All right.
I swear, there were so many things wrong with that episode that was not funny.
You can, but here comes the next episode.
How's it going, everyone? Today we're going to be finding some more goofs in Thomas and Friends. Today's episode is Troublesome Trucks. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so at the beginning of the episode, we see James in the sheds. James caused damage to a...
Hold on a second. Before we move on, there's one mistake here. Look at the long freight train. Look how long of the freight train Thomas is pulling. And at the end, there's no brake van. I don't know why they didn't add one there.
That's a goof.
To a passenger coach, and he's been getting into a lot of trouble recently.
He was feeling miserable. I wonder how long I shall have to stay in the shed.
James had been in the sheds for several days, and he was afraid he may never get out. This causes him to cry. And here comes the first goof. Sir Topham Hatt comes to... This causes him to cry. And here comes the first goof. Sir Topham Hatt comes to talk to James, but if you look closely, you'll see that his head is turned away from him.
I'm such a disgrace, he won't even look at me.
Sir Topham Hatt knows that James is sorry for what he did, but he tells James that he's going to have to change.
People are laughing at my railway, and I do not like that at all.
James tells Sir Topham Hatt that he'll try hard to do his best.
That's a good engine.
He then allows James to leave the sheds and tells him to go pull some troublesome trucks. And here comes some more goofs. When Thomas is shunting James's trucks, James's tender is off the tracks.
His expression there.
You also notice that there's no buffers at the end of the tracks. They just come to an end.
What was that you said, Connor?
I said because how you paused it at the right moment with James's face. I was like, his expression there. Now that both of their faces are showing, now I'm gonna say it again. Their expression there.
And then before Thomas leaves, he teases him by saying,
"Have you got some bootlaces ready?"
If you look at Thomas's headlamp, you can see sticky tack under it.
Total of 3 goofs in one scene.
That's a total of 3 goofs in just one scene. But that's not all. When James couples up to the troublesome trucks, you'll notice that a troublesome truck is not with the others. Just moments ago, we saw Thomas push all the troublesome trucks under the station. But when James goes to couple up, one of the trucks is separate from the rest.
There was actually a goof before he backed down onto the trucks. Where he was still in that sighting. Look, his face is crooked a bit.
But when James goes to couple up, one of the trucks is separate from the rest.
We want a proper engine, not a red monster.
Just a few seconds later, we see James inside of the station. But how can this be if James stopped outside of the station?
That's totally...
James took no notice and started as soon as the conductor was ready.
Look how scratched up James's dome is. It's got red blotches all over it.
Wow.
Come along, he puffed.
Finally, James leaves the station with his troublesome trucks. Now, on his way out, take a look at this troublesome truck. Notice that he clearly has a face. In the next scene, James is still pulling the trucks, but that one troublesome truck lost his face.
Hey!
It couldn't have just flown away. Huh, never mind. Now this next goof can be seen in the bottom left corner of the screen. Taking a closer look, for a brief second you can see a crew member's shadow.
They might not have noticed.
Serious goof.
As the journey continues, the troublesome trucks try as hard as they can to hold James back.
Give up, give up. You can't pull us. You can't.
But this doesn't stop James. He wants to prove himself to Sir Topham Hatt.
I can and I will, Puff James.
James is trying as hard as he can to pull the trucks up Gordon's Hill.
Look out for the train, James warned his driver.
James pulls the fighting trucks as hard as he can.
I'm doing it, he panted.
But just when he thinks he made it over the hill, some of the troublesome trucks break free and fly down the hill. James is oblivious to this. He thinks he made it. But his driver and firemen know what's happened.
They've done it again. We've left our tail behind. Look.
As it turned out, one of the couplings had snapped, causing some of the trucks to become free from the train. Fortunately, a conductor was able to stop Edward from crashing into the trucks. And get a load of this. If we look at Edward's tender, we'll notice that there's no trucks behind him. But a few seconds later, Edward has a freight car behind him.
What? Come on now.
Should I help you, James? Called Edward.
Edward offers to help James push the trucks up the hill, but James says he wants to pull them up himself. Now here comes a goof that you really have to look for. As James struggles to pull the trucks up the hill, look real close at this bush. You can see a wire moving up and down. This wire is being used to pull James up the hill. And in the next scene, James's wheels aren't even moving. And when they do start to move, they're going backwards. At last, James makes it to the top of the hill. He's so glad that he could pull the trucks on his own. And the trucks didn't cause any more trouble for James. And this is where I spotted the last goof. Take a look at the background behind James. All you see are some clouds and a blue sky. But when Edward pulls up beside James, we can see trees and a water tower. And then Sir Topham Hatt showed up.
Oh dear, what will he say?
But Sir Topham Hatt wasn't mad. He was very pleased. Sir Topham Hatt was in Edward's train, and he saw what a good job James did pulling the trucks.
After that performance, you deserve to keep your red coat.
And this marks the end of the episode.
Man, that was good.
All right. Oh crap! It's 10:43 in my area. Crap.
We nearly have a new record for the longest live stream.
Indeed. Too bad we couldn't make it in 4 hours. That would have been sweet.
Yeah, we tried to.
Well, I think it's about time we end this live stream. But remember all my viewers out there, the new idea for the News Channel 48 is coming very, very, very soon. So stay tuned, everyone.
Yep, stay tuned.
Well, I think it's now time we end this live stream. So thank you all so much for watching. I'm very blessed to have you all here with me. Adam, of course, thank you for being with me.
Of course, and a shout out to Angel's Car Reviews for joining us too.
Same here. Well, it's time to end. So, like I said, thank you all for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to both my channel and Adam's channel. And we'll see you both in the next live stream. Take care, everyone.
See you next time.
You take care, Adam.
Take care, Connor.